Good evening, Internet, and welcome to episode 14 of Malt and Magic, the Forgotten Kingdom of Nylin. Usual thank yous, as always, apply. BattleBards, Tabletop Audio, and Ben Sounds for all our ambience, musical, sound effects, all that jazz. I also need to say a huge shout out to Shutterstock for the cool background, finally delving into the world of green screen. D&D Beyond, as always, a massive tool that helps us out, and Incarnate over the last few weeks has been really useful in just keeping track of where the players are and the maps and what's around them. So highly recommend that to all the other DMs out there if you're not using it. With that, usual warnings apply. Adult language, adult humour, you have been warned. Let's go.
Hello.
Hello. I still love that intro. We're what, like 8 sessions into it now, and still in love with it. Cool. So, last we left off, we had a bit of fun with the Lighthouse. I say a bit of fun to the point where we almost
had a bit of fun with us.
Well, there is that. We almost brought it down on ourselves. So there was a bit of not quite raising dead, but talking with dead. There was some trap failures. There was some trap successes. There was some ingenuity, if you can call it that, by putting metal pots on the front of traps, which got part of the party through and past them. And so we find ourselves on the top floor, if you like, of the lighthouse. On the beacon floor, if you want to call it that. We've come up through the trapdoor, and when I go to Incarnate and load to the actual map so I can see what I'm trying to do, so we see before ourselves, obviously the trapdoor that we've climbed up. You can see the burnt out fire pit where the beacon was once lit for the lighthouse with the bellows in it, and then you also see 5 chests, a pile of gems, and then what looked like some general knickknacks around on the floor. So, what would we like to do first?
I'll dive head first into that motherfucker, but I will show some restraint.
Okay.
Given my history with chests and traps.
I think the first thing I would do is I'd go to Kirik. Kirik, you're not looking so good. You you need some healing.
Well, I was saving myself for if we come across something
Marriage?
Else.
So I put my hand on his shoulder. I heal you for 2d6. 7 points of healing. From
You almost said damage then, didn't you?
I did. Very nearly. To be fair, with his hand, if we do it too quickly, maybe.
Absolutely. So Kirik, you feel sort of the warm hand of Dargon on your shoulder, and then a sort of an actual warmth flow through your body. Just a tiny trickle of heat.
Would I know if this is cure wounds or is something else?
It is healing light.
Make me an Arcana check, please.
Spoil the surprise now, Dagon.
I did say it a few minutes ago anyway.
16.
So with the 16, yeah, you are quite familiar with various types of spell, particularly those that are gifted from deities. So you recognise that this is the healing light spell, and as you look towards the hand on your shoulder, you do see the palm of Dargon's hand glowing as this holy light shines on your shoulder.
Thank you very much. That was just a trick.
Remembering...
It seems that fighting in a god's name does give you a few more benefits than smashing skulls in.
That's what I've been trying to tell people for a while.
Yeah, it takes a while to sink into this old noggin.
Since you've
remembering
reached that
back to when Dargon floated up to the top and got struck by lightning, it seemed. I then want to try and figure out why that happened, because obviously we're up here now, so I want some bit of context around that. So, Dargon, when you were up here last, you seemed to be struck by lightning. Did you set off a trap? What happened? Why did that? I just want to not fall foul of the same mistakes as you.
Oh yeah, well I think I got a little too close to the, what looked like the glass. I don't know whether the glass is enchanted or something, but yeah, I don't know whether it's just one pane, because obviously I went near the front of the lighthouse, but yeah, something around what that was. It's beyond me.
Okay then, so I've got a pebble left in my pocket, so I'll chuck a pebble at one of the frosted panes of glass, see what happens.
Okay, make me a ranged attack, please.
Not bad. 21.
21, so yeah, you fling this pebble at the frosted glass. Roll damage on an improvised weapon, which I just need to double check on.
I believe it's 1d4 plus strength.
Yes, what I
Or
thought.
range, or dex in this case.
It's dex for your range, yeah. So it's 1d4 plus... Yeah, improvised weapons, 1d4 plus your dex modifier, please.
Okie doke. 6 altogether.
6 damage. So the pebble itself hits the frosted glass, and you see sort of the tiniest little spiderweb type effect as when something hits glass. But then there is this almighty crack of energy as lightning shocks out from it. I need everybody in the room to make me a dexterity saving throw, please.
Fuck. Sorry.
Oh balls. 15.
Magic.
15?
18.
18, Kirik?
9. No, 6, actually.
Oh,
6.
oh no.
So, Kirik, you take 7 points of lightning damage as this lightning bolt actually bounces off some of the other panes inside, and you just totally miss. Let's just double check Bothrid, because he didn't do his. Perfectly fine.
What you want?
The rest of
Kirik,
you
then?
all managed to sort of duck and get out of the way.
I'm on 17 because you healed me for 7. And yeah.
Lovely. Sorry, what did the rest of us
Let's
take?
not do that again.
Nothing.
Oh.
Sorry.
It's okay. Let's see if we can find something else. I'm going to kind of go on one of my knees, and I will grab onto my symbol, and I will actually cast Find Traps.
Nice.
Oh, now we're talking.
So, do you want to describe that spell for the other players in the room and for our internet viewers?
Sorry, what? And while he's doing that, I'm just throwing up Detect Magic after he says what he says.
One sec.
So it's actually not visible to anyone because again, it just happens inside my mind. But I sense the presence of any trap within 120 feet that is within line of sight, magical or just physical.
Cool.
It only reveals that the trap is present. I don't learn the location of each trap, but I learn the general nature of the danger posed by a trap that I sense.
So you now understand that on each of these panes of frosted glass, there is a magical trap, which is basically a lightning trap. So that when anything touches these, yeah,
Nothing else?
it sets it off. Nothing else in the room.
Cool. After that I come to. I tell. Well, not that we needed any confirmation, but those planes of glass are traps. Good news is I don't think.
Is it every single pane of glass?
Yeah, every single one of them seems to be enchanted somewhat.
Okay.
And they are the only traps in the room.
As far as I can tell, yes. The chests seem to be untouched.
And with that, I immediately go over to the pile of jewels and scrape them all into my bag of holding.
Okay. So as you go through the jewels, you find.
Here we go.
Are you ready to write this down?
I've got a pen.
A piece of amber.
Ooh. Jurassic Park style, yeah.
4 jet stones.
Sounds like a Pokemon evolution thing, alright.
Yeah. 2 pieces of garnet.
Yep, that's a bit worked up, yep.
A piece of tourmaline.
What?
That's a herb.
Tourmal. Yep, tourmaline.
That's an antiseptic gel my nan used to have, yeah.
2 amethyst gems.
Now we're talking. Some I've heard of.
A single diamond.
Thank God.
And a piece of obsidian.
Oh. Happy about that.
Dave seems to remember that someone needs obsidian or something, and I can't remember what. Doggone don't know shit.
You have to prime from my cold dead hands.
We didn't fucking see what was in it.
Inflict wounds.
What were we talking about? A death cleric?
Yeah.
The chaotic evil is setting in.
Change.
Yeah. You've been around under too long, you have.
Cool. So we've collected the gems.
And are all of the chests... Does the key work in any of the chests? I'm assuming not. But are they
Which key?
normal locks? The key I had, I think, was for the door that Dargon blasted open earlier.
You had 2 keys,
so
didn't you?
So I
Did you
don't
have
think
2
I
keys?
need... We still haven't gone to the big chest at the very beginning
So you
yet.
had
So
2 keys.
Still got that.
One of which fit the trapdoor. The other one didn't.
Yeah.
There are 5 locks on each of the... So there's a single lock in each of the chests. So 5 locks in
Okay,
total.
I was going to say.
Kirikan was panicked then.
Each chest has got 5. What?
I'm obviously just going to go to each lock in turn, try and pick it and open the chest and see what's in there. I
Oh,
might
do you-
share some of it.
Okay.
Do you not want to use the key first?
The key doesn't fit. It was for the door you blasted open.
Yeah, but there's one that you doesn't know where it goes.
Okay, does that key... Good point. Does that key fit in any of those locks?
So we try the key. 1, no. 2, no. 3, no. 4, no. 5. Turn slightly, no.
Right, start picking those locks.
Gonna have to pick them.
Oh, detect magic. Do I see anything apart from the paint?
Ah, yes. Detect magic. So... Auras. So as you look at the sort of the frosted panes of glass, you see an actual. Now that you have detect magic on, there is a particular rune etched into each of the glasses that glows with a sort of orange and blue that flows through it.
nothing on any of the chests.
No.
Nothing in the chests.
Chests are currently locked and closed.
Fine.
It is not X-ray vision.
Damn it. Well, let's see what the lockpick does.
Seems all clear.
Yeah. It's all clear.
Okay, so
Got
chest
it
number
in.
1.
Yeah.
So, this is where, as a DM, I've been getting it slightly wrong with your skill checks.
I'm okay with that.
So, I need you to basically, for these particular locks, roll me a d20 and add me your dexterity modifier, please.
Can I go up to one of the
Okay.
far... So, not the nearest one to what Ender's doing. And I would like to get my... one of the original hand axes I had out, and I want to go at the sort of the top of the lock to try and smash it off.
Okay, we'll get to that in just a second.
Yep.
So, first chest. We'll say
Off to a good
Anders
start.
going for chest number 1, Dogger's going for chest number 5.
Yep.
Okay.
Have we got the generation game music we can play in the background? I've got a 7.
You've got a 7.
Big fat
So,
7.
clink, snaps.
Yeah. Practice.
Dargon, I need you.
Yep.
So you're trying to basically break the top of the lock.
Yeah, break the lock off. Yep.
Okay.
I use the back of the axe, not the sharp bit, just sort of as a blunt hammer.
I'm going to say make me a... Let's have a look.
Is it an attack on the lock anyway?
It's not going to be an attack. I'm just going to say... I'm actually going to say make me a dexterity check for this.
Not strength.
Because it requires a little bit of finesse, not
Yeah, alright.
strength.
That smashed the chest. 13.
You sort of wedge your hand axe in, you jiggle it around, and you bend part of the lock, but it's not broken.
Can I try and hit it? Real hard.
You want to hit the lock or the chest?
Chest.
You want to hit the chest really hard? Okay.
Sorry,
make
sorry,
me-
sorry. Not the chest, the lock. I want to hit the lock.
The lock. Okay, I'm
holding a
so
hammer
for this,
here.
this will be a strength attack, please.
Unnatural 20.
Okay, and roll me damage.
I mean, that could have been a 22 if it was a tavern brawler strike using an improvised weapon.
But it's not because you're using a hand axe.
Okay, if it's... So what would that be? With my hand axe modifier or my
That'd be
unarmored strike?
damage with the hand axe.
Alright, cool.
Because yeah, damage with the hand axe.
Cool. 6 damage.
6 damage. So you do smash through the lock and also rip one of the front wooden boards off. As you do so, a small vial rolls out and smashes on the floor.
Shit. I get up pretty quickly and move away from it.
Being proficient in herbalism, do I recognise what the potion would have been? Whether it's like dangerous or would have been a healing potion or something?
Make me a... So this is going to be... I'm going to say make me an intelligence medicine check, please. So the way this works... Yes, you can. So if I ask you for... It's a different sort of check I'm asking you for. So usually medicine is a wisdom check. So what I'm asking you to do now is an intelligence medicine check. So you roll a d20 and add your intelligence modifier. And then if you are proficient in medicine, you add your proficiency bonus on the top of it.
No.
Does that make sense?
So, yeah, so... I'm not proficient in the medicine, so I'll just do my straight intelligence check. Maybe you're assisting.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's with advantage.
21. Alright.
So as it rolls out and smashes, you see the familiar red liquid that then just sort of effervesces away. And you recognise that as being a potion of healing, but as you then peer closer, that was a richer red than usual.
Oh, bollocks.
You suspect that may have been a potion of superior healing.
God damn it, Dargon.
Oh, just trying to help. Alright.
We've got a man down here, partly my fault, but fucking
I'll leave it to you, I'll leave it to you. All yours.
Let people with nimble fingers take it from here.
Are you saying these
And
hands aren't
Having
nimble?
just snapped a lockpick.
However, is that chest now open?
We had a bit of a tech issue there, but yes, that chest is full. For all wants and purposes, you could just open the lid now.
Cool. What's in it?
Okay, so as you open chest 5, it's one of the larger chests. And you sort of open it, and there is a whole heap of stuff inside this chest. This is the hoard of the Thieves Guild, if you like. So you begin to sort of pull out coins and different objects. Probably takes you about a good 10-15 minutes to get it all out and understand what's in there. Based on your rough estimations, you work out there's probably around 2,000 copper pieces in various pouches.
Garrett, come and give us a hand with this.
1,400 silver pieces, again in various coin pouches.
Yeah.
You also find one particular large coin pouch which looks like it has about 80 gold pieces in it.
Nice.
Yeah.
There are 2 stones, matching stones, that have a particular rune etched into them.
Oh.
There is a rucksack.
Ooh. Is any of this sparking off my detect magic?
So yes, the stones do spark off your detect magic, as does the rucksack.
Cool.
You also then pull out a scroll, which is almost blinding with magical light. You then find 2 gold bracelets, a pair of bone dice, a statue which looks like it's been carved out of bone, and what looks like a diary, but it is written in a language that none of you speak.
So what was the one just before that? Bone necklace or something? What was that?
A bone statue.
Bone statue.
That was the one. Sorry. Yeah.
Ooh.
Bone. Yeah. Cool.
Can I pick up the scroll and see if I can read it?
Make me an Arcana check, please.
These 2 stones in the rucksack's also magical, Kirik, if you want to have a look at them at some point.
Yeah, I
Is
can have
there
a look.
anything in the rucksack?
Shall we examine it first before opening it?
Yeah.
Everything else has been trapped.
Kirik?
That's an 18 Arcana.
Cool. So
For
you
the
do
scroll.
unfurl the scroll. You recognise it now as a spell scroll. And it is a 5th level spell scroll of legend lore.
Yes! I will be keeping this if that's okay with everyone.
Yeah, Kirik,
It's a
do you need a
for me.
moment with that scroll? You know, we can leave you to it if you like.
It's just really useful at the moment.
Yeah.
Legend lore. Okay.
You can keep that if I can keep all the jewels, right? Fair trade?
Hands off, hands off.
We'll discuss it later.
We'll share and share alike, Andrew.
Scroll. I will have a look at these stones, please.
Okay, again, I need you to make me an
Look at
Arcana
his
check.
little face. He's so excited.
Well, that's an 8.
In your slight overexcitement about the scroll, you almost only half look at these stones. They just look like they match. There's certainly something magical about them, but you have no idea what they are.
I've never seen these before, but don't really know what they might be about. Perhaps we need to find someone who is able to look slightly deeper more into this.
Thinking, why would a thieves guild keep hold of it? Can I examine them, if you don't mind, as it may be something from my past that I might be familiar with? So would that be an Arcana check for me on the runes, stones?
What are you specifically like? Are you looking at the runes, or are you just looking at the stones themselves, trying to understand the stones?
The runes.
Arcana check, then, please.
Oh, that was nearly a 20. 19.
19. So with that, you have seen these before, and you've seen them used by thieves in the past. You recognise them as sending stones.
Now we're talking.
So basically, while you touch one stone, you can use an action to cast the sending spell from it, and the target is the bearer of the other stone.
We've got ourselves some walkie-talkies.
Mm-hmm.
No. What are they, Andy? You look like you've recognised them.
Yes, there's something I used to use back in my more nefarious days. They're sending stones. Essentially, you hold one, I hold one. Walkie-talkies.
Oh, nice.
You
What's
also know
a
that once a
walkie-talkie?
message is sent, it can only be used. It can't be used until the next dawn. And rightly said, what is a walkie-talkie?
Oh, that was the slang name we had them because we could walk and talk at the same time. Essentially,
This
I can magically send
strange
a message
language
to the
spoken by thieves, right?
That was
Yeah.
too quick, Andrew. That was way too
It's-
quick.
It's definitely thieves' camp there.
thieves camp for sending stones.
Fair play.
Yeah.
Love it.
Cool. So, yeah, I don't touch
Maybe.
another chest.
So maybe what we could do with them is we leave one at the Malt Masters Guild and take the other one with us. So then if we ever need to call on them, or even better, with Captain Swift, because she said she'd come to our aid whenever we needed her, so we could leave one with her and take one with us. We could call on her whenever we needed her.
Well, yeah, I like the idea of both of those, but I'm guessing, Kirik, you've done this kind of thing before, so maybe you can get in touch with the keep when we need to. Give or take a battle or two.
If I know the person, yes. I was thinking this could be quite useful, and for you, if we keep one with you and one with ourselves. If you ever go invisible and scout ahead, you could perhaps tell us what is going on ahead of us.
I like it.
I don't know if that breaks your invisibility of some sort. I wouldn't know.
Also, do you have to actually speak to do sending, or can you do it in your head?
Do I know that with a 19?
Presumably it wouldn't break invisibility because it's part of the magic of the stone, not a magic that Ander is casting.
It just depends if invisibility
start.
breaks with taking an action or not. I can't remember.
True. Ooh, it's interesting.
Time to have a look. So,
Either that or we only get a message when shit hits the fan. He's like, come now, quick!
Yeah.
I have an arrow in my butt!
The spell ends for a target that attacks or casts a spell. Now, I will say, because it is not you casting a spell, it is the stone, it will not break.
Because the action is speaking to the stone, isn't it?
Yes.
Makes sense.
So it's not taking an action, so I will let you do that.
Ah, sweet. However, is it speaking?
So should I give one to Dargon and one to me then?
So it does involve speaking to the stone, because you need to speak the 25 words to the stone. It's basically a tweet.
Yep. So it's like a message.
The other person hears it in their mind, however.
Okay.
Right. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Cool.
So add a sending stone to your equipment, Dargon.
Will do.
Well,
I will have a look at this bag now.
Okay. I'm going to say you can make me another Arcana check, please.
13.
13. This one is something you have definitely come across before. They're not the rarest of items. A lot of wizards make them, and people like that. It is a handy haversack.
Is that like a,
So
a
you understand
miniature...
it.
Go on.
Well, it's bigger than a bag of holding,
Oh, wow.
but it doesn't hold as much as a bag of holding.
Right.
Right.
Because a bag of
What's it
holding
called,
can
sorry?
hold up to like £500 worth of it. Is a handy haversack. So Heward's handy haversack, to be exact.
Sweet.
Cool.
nice.
And basically it's got a couple of side pouches that can hold materials, and sort of they have their own extra dimensional space that you put stuff into. The bag itself can hold up to like 80 pounds of material in this space, and nothing larger than sort of 8 cubic feet. But the backpack itself only ever weighs 5 pounds.
Nice.
Oh, yeah.
Sweet.
Cool. I'm just looking at the thing. Do I know all of its properties now? I kind of
You understand what it is. You understand what it is and how it's used. You would probably need to spend some time just understanding where each pouch and stuff is, and exactly the weight and stuff of it.
Roger that. Cool. This seems to be a version of a bag like you have, Dargon, but it seems to have slightly more compartments. I may need a little bit more time with this.
Yeah, well,
to understand it further.
Should we look at it over a beer later on if we ever get out of this infernal place?
Absolutely. Dargon, is any of your detect magics flaring up anything else?
I mean, to be honest, obviously it picked up the scroll that you've got like a friggin' beacon, the stones and the rucksack. Other than that, I can't see anything else at the moment. But I am going to leave Ander to open all the other chests, because, yep, not my area.
And I will probably share some of it. I do remember that Kirik. Do I know that Kirik saved me with a diamond, the one that I gave him? Because I was obviously.
Yeah.
I do. Okay. So
I would assume
that's
you've discussed it at some point and told each other of what happened. So.
Yeah, we did it. We did it off camera, obviously. So
you would have done it in the tavern, I think, when you were chatting. But
yeah, that's in the back of my mind that might have a pro for him if he plays his cards right. So I will try and pick the lock that I failed to pick first time round.
Okay, so give me another dexterity check, please.
Fuck me. 7 again. I'm going to physical dice in a minute. In fashion, look, loads of thieves' tools from loads of dead people. So I'm going to have another bash straight away. But I'm going to use a lucky point this time, so I can roll it twice if I need to. Because I'm getting fucking livid. Oh, come on, you piece of shit. The best I got out of them two was an 8. 9, even. Oh
man. Jesus.
Out of frustration, I'm going to pull out my quarterstaff with a blade on the end and just fucking crack it.
Okay, so with that weapon, I need you to make me. It's a melee attack, but it should be for you based on your dex.
Yeah.
So attack, double bladed quarterstaff. +5, because it should be. Yeah, that's correct. So roll +5. Not roll an attack with that weapon, sorry.
I would love to roll double digits at some point. A 9.
You having
So you see
trouble
Andy
with this
getting
hand?
particularly frustrated,
I'm shooting
and he
blades.
lifts up his double-bladed quarterstaff, and nothing happens.
Bothrid, give him an hand, will you?
Fucking sort this out, will you? I've had enough. I'm just going to sit down.
So Bothrid walks up, and he is going to. You see Bothrid stood there for a minute looking at this lock, and then tiny spider.
Nice.
And he
Nice.
crawls inside the lock.
Ugh, I do a little shit.
And you're probably there for about 5-10 minutes, at which point the detect magic is gone by this point. And then you... Fuck me. You then hear a little click. Spider rolls, sort of crawls back out onto the floor, back into Bothrid form, and just pulls on the lock, and it comes off.
Bloody hell, Bothrid, well done.
That's very impressive.
So the DC on that was 15. He rolled a 14 and has a +2
Nice.
in spider form.
Nice.
So as he pulls the lock off and opens the chest, who's investigating this?
I'm gonna let Bofford have that one, isn't he? He deserves to have a little look.
Yeah.
I'm still fucking seething. Frantically flicking
Bofford
through my
looks in.
Lockpick for Dummies book.
Pardon me. So Bothrid sort of looks, pulls out some bags, chucks them over his shoulder, and you just hear shink, shink. Has 2 sort of bags of coins land on the floor, one significantly larger than the other. He then pulls out 2 vials, looks at them, and seeing that one's already tossed on the floor, he goes to throw them.
Bofford, stop!
Hold his hand.
Fucking imbecile. Pass them here.
So he then hands them to you.
Yes. Do they look the same as the ones that Dagon smashed?
Sort of. They're a little bit smaller.
Do I need to do a check to determine what they are?
Maybe another intelligence medicine check, please.
12.
12. So I'm going to say you've already identified one of them. These being slightly bigger, you think... slightly smaller, sorry. They're bigger than your usual potion of healing, which you're used to sort of carrying around. These look like they're probably a couple of potions of greater healing. So there are 2 potions of greater healing there that he's pulled out.
Who wants them?
I will give one to Kirik because he never heals himself. And
Thank you.
I'll give one to Dargon because there's no point in me having one if I'm the one who's going to probably die first. So somebody else needs it to be able to administer it to me, is my thinking. So I'll give the other one to Dargon.
Okay.
How many you got
Greater
under?
healing.
How many
Yes.
what?
How many potions of healing you got?
I've got none, so just give one to you and Kirik.
Right, keep that one. I've got a couple. I bought out of the shop last time we were in Moonbright.
That is true, yes. Okay, thank you.
You keep it. I've got many left,
So
but
at this
more than you.
point, Bothrid reaches back into the chest and pulls out 2 more vials of liquid. One of which is a yellowish green in colour. The other one which is a clear liquid, but when he shakes it, shimmers slightly.
Ooh. I don't notice that because I'm having a look in the coin purses that he chucked.
We want sparkly
I'll-
water.
I'll take those from you, Bothrid. Thank you.
Go.
I'll grab them. I'll make my way to Randa since he's got the kit to identify these.
Okay. So I need
And
I'm,
Bothrid.
Having a
more.
look in the coin purses at the time.
Yeah, having a look in the coin purses.
Yeah.
So, done those 2. Okay, so while you're looking in the coin purses, you find what looks to be 600 copper pieces,
Yep.
9,000 silver pieces,
Yeah. I've got a semi at this point.
2,200 gold pieces,
Ooh. Yeah.
and
Some platinum?
50 platinum pieces.
Now we're talking. Oh.
I am looking every shoulder.
Thieves Guild, man.
Oh. Oh. I'm very giddy.
And as then Kirik brings over these 2 vials, and Simal's looking immensely confused.
Yeah, it's Kirik looking confused. He moves up to Anda.
Okay.
And he, seeing the amount of money that he has in front of him, he'll say, Anda, Bothrid has picked up 2 more vials. I was wondering if you could perhaps have a look. Something I keep thinking of is why would the guild leave without picking up any of their money?
And at this point, I'm just sort of showering myself with coins and touching myself inappropriately.
Flash dance moment, but gold.
Yeah, basically. I can. Sorry. I think they must have left in a hurry. There is no way they would leave this unless it was a desperate situation. I can only think the guards coming in to arrest the buyer led for a hasty escape.
Also, there's a good chance they
There-
thought it was pretty well guarded, which, to be fair, it bloody was.
Yeah, they may have been trying to come back for it at a later date, but their loss is our gain. Sorry, you were saying something about... What did you want me for?
Bothrid has picked up 2 more vials from the chest. I was wondering if you could have a look at them.
I can certainly try. You ready for a single-digit roll? I rolled an actual physical dice instead of D&D Beyond, and it gave me a natural 20.
Yeah.
Have some of that.
Yeah.
I'm on physical dice
I'm going
today.
to say that allows you to very quickly identify both of them. You have a look at them, sort of take the lid off one. The yellowish greenish liquid you immediately identify as a potion of poison resistance.
Ooh, okay.
And then the sparkly water, as Bothrid called it, you recognise as a potion of animal friendship.
Nice. No idea what either of them do.
If only we'll have come to the top before we went to the bottom and I got poisoned, could have saved us all a lot, brother. But I relay what you just said.
Yeah, well,
so-
also, let's not say that we don't need it for that chest again, because you still got to get in it.
True.
Do you want to keep these in your fancy new bag, Kirik?
Sure, I can do that, and I'll put it on like a side compartment that looks like it can take these vials.
Okay. And as you put the
I
vials
mean, I'm
in,
trying really hard to share here.
the weight of the bag doesn't
You're
increase
doing
or
very well.
decrease.
You're doing very well.
At this point, Bothrid's still in the chest, and he pulls out this black velvet mask with sort of stitched silver thread, puts it on his face. Oh, look.
It's a good one, Bothrid. Looking handsome there.
Is that like a disguise? Or like a mask? Is it like a
just a-
masquerade ball mask or like a vigilante mask?
Kind of. It's kind of like a masquerade mask.
Okay.
It's the sort of
I'll
mask you
take
would
it.
wear to that sort of ball.
Yeah.
Don't go under.
I'm the only one with a small enough
He then
head, I
reaches
think.
back in and pulls out two shinier objects. There is a copper chalice that's got silver filigree on it, and there is a gold locket which he pulls out as well. Who wants the sparklies?
I will have a look at them.
Nice cup. Okay.
I'll have a look at them, Bothrid.
What was the other one?
So he hands them over to you.
Copper chalice, and what was the other one?
Gold
So there's a
locket.
copper chalice with silver filigree and then a gold locket.
Cool.
Looking at this chalice, just giving it a quick glance, does it look like it's religious of any kind?
Make me a religion or history check, please.
I believe they are exactly the same. I will do
Should
a religion 15.
With the 15, you see the silver filigree on it, and it forms a particular symbol. The symbol that it is sort of ingrained into this golden chalice is actually the symbol of a hammer.
Do I
You do
recognize this symbol?
recognize this as being. You recognize this as being a holy object or an object used in a temple, and the symbol etched into it would lead you to believe that it is used in a temple of Moradin, if I've pronounced that correctly.
Someone will tell us in the comments.
I'm sure they will.
What is
And
inside
then,
the locket, Kirik?
Voldemort.
I've not had the chance to open it yet. I'll pop the chalice in the bag as well, and
Okay.
then I'll open.
Again, there
I'll
is
open
no
the lock-
weight
I'll
added to the bag.
analyze the locket.
Okay, so when you say analyze the locket, are you opening it?
Yeah, sure.
As you open the locket, there is a portrait inside it of a mother and a son.
I thought he was going to say a shadow demon
it.
comes out or something. Fucking hell.
What are their races?
They are both human. From what you can tell of the
Interesting.
portrait, anyway.
Would I know from my knowledge of Nylin if humans are usually... would I know if they're common first within the kingdom? Because I don't believe we've seen a lot of humans as of yet.
So you yourself haven't seen a lot of humans.
Yeah.
Can I have
But
a
I'm
peek
gonna say
over
a
his
nice,
shoulder
easy-
and see if
You
I
can?
recognise? See if I recognise the humans.
Roll me an intelligence check, please. In fact, roll me a wisdom check. Sorry.
Oh, I should have said the first one. I'm going to use physical dice though, because D&D Beyond's a wanker. Oh.
No. Roll me an intelligence check. I'll change that. Sorry.
Do you want me to keep what I just rolled and just add the modifier for the other thing?
Yeah.
Or roll again?
Yeah.
Keep what I just rolled.
If you've rolled a d20,
Yeah. Oh, I was hoping you
are
would
you
say that
wanting a
6.
better roll?
Yeah, most definitely.
So you just see a portrait of a human mother or a human woman holding a young boy, and you two assume that it is a portrait of a mother and son. Other than that, you don't recognise them.
Okay. I feel like a better roll. That would have been a good plot point, but fucking rolled 6. Okay.
None of these 2 items seem to be magical. I can keep hold of them if that is okay with everyone.
Yeah.
Yes.
Let's try and get the other chests open and let's get out of here. Well,
So there was. Oh, there's something else in there, was it?
So Bothrid then leans in one final time, pulls out a piece of paper, looks at it, scrunches it up, throws it over his shoulder.
And I'll catch it
Ooh, make me
like a ninja.
sleight of hand check, please.
Bothrid is not the person to be looking at these chests, man.
Yeah, let's not let Bufford do it. 23.
Nice.
23. So yeah, you do just catch it and sort of pull it down.
And I'll examine it, please. We'll open out
As
and see
you
what's about.
unravel this particular piece of paper, there is a seal at the bottom and a signature, and it is written in common. As you read through this particular piece of paper, you understand that it is a deed to a parcel of land near somewhere called River's End.
oh, nice. Not that I know this yet.
Deed to a parcel of land at River's End. Ooh.
Near
Do I
River's End.
recognise the seal?
Make me a... make me an investigation check.
12.
No.
Okay. I'll just relay that to the group and show them, and I'll keep hold of that. Buffett, thank you for opening the chest. But if you wouldn't mind, can we search the chest as you? Well, how do I put this delicately? You're a bit heavy-handed, and I think with there being some precious items in there, it needs a bit of a delicate touch.
Say no more, Ander, say no more.
Precious.
I'll do it.
Precious, no steel, no weapons, nothing precious.
Case in point, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
Okay.
Kind of still got a point. Anyway, well done, Bothrid. Thank you very much.
Bothrid goes sits at the edge of the trapdoor, just has his legs hanging down, sort of sits, swaying to himself.
I worry about him sometimes.
Okay, we have 3 more chests left to open.
You're going to have a better luck this time, Ander.
Yeah, I've had a little flick through the lock-picking book to reacquaint myself. It's been some time since I've used these skills. I'm just hoping the muscle memory will kick in this time as I try to pick the lock of this motherfucking chest. Right.
So the next one comes across. It's smaller than the others.
Oh, God, it's not all one. Oh.
Have a guess.
It's got to be a natural one, surely.
A 7
No,
or
so-
an 8.
An 8, yeah.
Surprisingly, however, you go, sink. This is the simplest lock you have found so far.
I'll take a pity success. I'll take it.
It wasn't even a
I'll take
pity
it.
success. I've got my DCs right in front of me. And you just shink. And almost like, how the fuck did I do that one?
Yeah.
The lock is open.
Oh, you got your lock back there, Ander. What
Go,
up?
go.
More luck
back.
than judgment. More luck than judgment. What is inside?
So as you
good
look
fellow?
inside, you find immediately on top a key.
That'd have been useful. Does it
You then find
match
Carry on.
the other key? Does it match any of the other keys I've already got? So I've already got 2.
only in material.
Okay. Not shape of it. It's okay. Yep.
You then find a piece of jade,
Happy with that. Yeah.
a piece of coral, as in
Coral.
polished coral,
All right.
you also find a ring with an emblem in top, basically a signet ring.
Do I recognise the emblem?
Make me an investigation check, please.
Okay. Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Yes, you do recognise this symbol. You have seen it on the walls, on flags, and in the chambers of the mayor of Moonbright.
Okay. So it's symbol. What, the symbol of Cord or the symbol of their town? Sorry.
It is the symbol that is it's just his particular emblem, or that family crest, basically, that they have flying on
Yeah.
those flags.
Cool.
What's that doing here?
Thieves Guild.
They're thieves. They've got a little nest of spiders that steal shit.
And then the final thing you find is a flask, which looks like it's got water in it.
Is that confirmed as water?
Would you like to check?
Yeah, I'll have a little sniff. / dip my finger in.
As you dip your finger in and go, it's very salty water.
No, it's not piss.
It's a flask of salt water.
Yuki.
Oh, that's random. Okay.
Okay.
You see, I'm paranoid that everything means something, so I'm like, ooh, flask of seawater, that's going to
I am loving watching
As
the
I say,
faces.
absolutely
At some
nothing to
point.
do with the fact
As
that we're
everybody
right
goes-
next to the sea.
be. Yeah.
Is it a
Yeah,
component?
no.
Yeah.
Maybe
That's
it's
what I'm
the
thinking
water of
of.
life.
And how do you feel?
Should I'm not having a lot of luck with the chests. Should I
I
move
think
on
you got
to the
one
next
open.
one?
So
Yeah.
Well, you've
Alright.
you've just emptied
Kirik's
that
pep
chest,
talk has given me some confidence. I'm going for the next one.
Oh, if only Kirik was a bard and could give you bardic inspiration.
8.
6.
Please come up with an natural 20. 6.
6.
So this one, tink,
Man.
it breaks.
burn that dice, man.
Yeah, these
Yeah.
are going to jail. I'm changing. Bothred, do your thing. I'm going to go sit
What?
down and sulk.
Thing.
Or, I don't want to smash it, but at the same time,
If you need anything smashing, Ander,
Yo.
just let me know.
One spider again?
Yeah, go on, Bothrid. Do your magic.
yeah, just wait till I'm not looking.
Be last time.
Oh,
Last time I'm doing anything, you know, today.
Last time of spider.
Last
I don't
time
wanna-
Spider.
I don't want to exhaust you if it's going to take its toll on you. We could always go for the Dagon approach.
Well,
actually, I've got ogre gloves of strength. Can I just try and break the lock with my hands?
Yes, you can. So I'm going to need you to make me a straight strength check, please.
I'm going to use a lucky point for advantage because who fucking knows what's going to happen.
Well, it's not advantage, it's just a second roll, isn't it? So.
Well, you know what I'm saying. The highest I got was 11.
So
I'm
for
going to
this chest, actually,
I'm going to call it day, boys.
you do manage to pull the lock off.
Oh, good. Kirik's so disappointed.
Inside this chest, you find a knife, just a small knife.
Like a pocket knife.
Looks like it would be used for, it just looks like it would be used for sort of like whittling wood or that sort of thing.
Okay. Yep.
You find a coin purse, which, after spending some time sort of getting a rough estimation, you work out it's probably about 5,000 gold pieces in there.
Okay.
Jesus
Christ.
We're rolling it.
You also find a list.
Oh, okay.
Or just a piece of paper with a list. This list is written in Thieves' Cant, which you understand. You recognise one of the lines as it says, in Thieves' Cant, it basically says, Cherry Blossom Inn, sea meat.
Okay.
And then the others, there are things like the... I can't remember what I called it. Bear with.
What does the line say? Sorry, Cherry Blossom Inn.
So that's a Cherry Blossom Inn, sea meat.
Which is where we stayed. It's where we stayed while we're here with Billy the moron.
Are you reading this out, Ander?
I'm reading it out as I'm reading it out loud.
And apparently I didn't write a lot of this down. I know I've got it somewhere, it's just not on my OneNote. You then recognise a list of taverns and the towns associated.
Okay.
Or the places
So it's just-
associated with those taverns.
So it's just a list of taverns in all of this major settlements, really, isn't it?
Well, there are names,
Okay.
towns and settlements on that list that you don't recognise currently.
Okay. So we can consult the map later, and we can cross-reference all of the list of taverns, so at least we know reference points for each place we may visit.
Cool.
Yeah, absolutely. You find a 1 ounce block of unknown material. You can't, at first looking at it, you certainly don't know what this material is.
So an unknown material, okay. What is it? A specific colour?
As in,
As you look at it, it's got sort of this, it's dark, but has sort of veins of blue and purple through it.
Oh, okay. Something to examine out of this place.
And then right underneath that, you find a key made of the same strange material.
ooh.
Oh.
Of the same blue and purple veined material.
Yep, so dark key, so almost black material, but with blue and purple veins through it.
Wow. Cool.
Nice.
So, one more chest.
I think we can try and break this
Got
lock.
left?
Sorry, Ender.
Yeah, I'm
So
not going to
Kieran's
try
going to go
and
and try and
finesse.
break it.
Yeah, go for
Seems
it.
like today's just not your day. Oh, I didn't. I was not
how are you
offering
gonna attempt
myself
to
to
break
do
this?
this. I was not offering
you meant-
myself to do this
Oh, you meant me
at
do
all.
it?
Okay.
Me do it with my hands. Is that what you meant?
Someone else.
I can,
not
I can-
myself.
I can give it a go and be slightly more gentle. Do what you did, Ander.
Yeah. I think brute force. Fuck delicacy.
So I shall not attempt to hit it this time, but yeah, break it like Ander broke it if I can.
Okay. I need you to make me a strength check, please.
16.
Just
Oh, 11 plus
as
5.
you do. And how specifically are you breaking this? Are you wedging a weapon in, or...?
I mean, what I was thinking I was doing, I'd sort of grab it and sort of try and twist it so that it would sort of break something where that is and it just snap off.
Absolutely. So you do see Dargon just sort of grasp the bit where the padlock itself is sort of looped around, and then you just twist, and with your giant Goliath hands, just and the lock comes off in your hand.
Drop that and I'll open the chest up.
Okay. The first thing you notice as you open this chest is a smaller chest sat on top of some materials. This time with a keyhole as opposed to a padlock.
Right. Hey boys, got another chest. Inside a chest.
And then I present my array of keys that I've now got. So I've got three shaped keys and then that weird one of the unknown material. So
Want
you
to give
got
it a whirl?
4 to choose from.
Keys are more your thing. Give them a go.
I'll try the fancy unknown material with the blue and purple veins first.
Okay. I need you to roll me a...
Thought that was going to be a saving throw then.
Yeah.
I need you
Can
to
still
roll
be.
me a... We're going to say straight dex check, please.
Eight.
Oh my god.
8.
Yeah.
Oh, you're going to fucking break a key, you...
As you place the key in the lock and turn, there is a sharp up your arm.
Oh, great.
Oh
Sharp pain
god.
up your arm. And you take 6
I am cursed.
points of psychic damage.
Psychic damage.
I think this is more your wheelhouse. And I'll sort of step away, put my tail between my legs a bit.
Yeah.
After eating
You,
some humble pie.
Hey, Ander, at least it didn't nearly kill you this time.
Fucking hell. When will I learn?
Not today.
Well,
Not tomorrow.
Oh, man. You know, like trying to see if a kettle's hot. I'm gonna try and like pat the chest to see if I can like. Is he gonna burn me?
As you do that, there is no effect from the chest on you.
Shall we? Okay, so can I then pick it up?
Yes.
Cool.
No issues.
Shall we check
Relatively
this
light.
later, guys, or do you want to see if we can open it now?
While you check the rest of the chest, I will have a look at this one.
Cool.
Ander, can I have a look at those keys that you have?
Gladly, and I'll give you all 4 keys.
Do I seem to see any of them that could fit after looking at the chest keyhole, as it were?
Make me a perception check, please.
Ooh,
All the skill checks tonight.
that is a 24.
Yeah, okay, you immediately recognise that one of the simpler keys and its structure, and it's almost like a crossed key, as in the end is sort of the shape of a plus symbol. And you place that in, turn, clink, and the top of the box just springs open. Inside you find a coin purse with 100 gold pieces in it, a tiny music box,
Oh, Christ,
and there is also a letter or a note on top, but it is in a language you don't understand.
Cool. Anything else inside this chest?
That is it. It was a very, very tiny little chest.
And you seem to be able to read the previous letter. Can you have a look at this one to see if you can discern what's written?
It seems to be my only use at the moment. So, yep, I'll happily take a look. Do I recognise what's on there?
Again, this note is written in Thieves' Cant,
Yep.
and it basically says, once you sort of decipher the slang and the strange sort of language, something along
Pretend
the
I'm reading
lines
this out
of,
loud when Matt says it.
in case of emergencies, the basement is your saviour.
Okay.
Oh, balls.
Oh, no.
We've been stealing
What?
from people that are still here. This is not good.
Nah. I can talk us out of this.
I immediately listen to see if I can hear anyone coming. Just suddenly
I'm going to
freaked.
say make me a perception check with disadvantage, please.
Where's perception? Ooh, dirty 20.
Dirty 20. No, you hear nothing.
Fine.
You're too high up to even hear the ground floor.
Alright. Whew.
You looking at the rest of this chest?
Yeah.
Okay. You find a piece of azurite gemstone, 2 tiger eye gemstones, a piece of blue quartz, 2 pieces of moss-coloured agate, 1 piece of eye agate, which is basically the similar gemstone but actually looks like an eye in the sort of the pattern, a piece of lapis lazuli, and
Yep.
you also find scattered in the bottom a collection of copper and silver pieces. There's about 1,000 copper pieces and about 200 silver pieces.
Cool.
So
Just
you
a
guys
note-
should
just-
now be rich as fuck.
Yeah, just a note to everyone else. So everything that, all the chests I opened, I've noted it down. I've put it in my bag of holding, and I'll be like, I'll split this all out when we get back, lads.
Now, Kirik, being a man of higher morals, well, a man of actual morals compared to myself, would you be okay with any of these items? Do you feel like you can have them? Are they okay? Because technically they got them through ill means. Because I know you need them for your fancy rituals. You may need some for your fancy rituals.
It seems to be that if they're a thieves guild, they seem to have, like you said, gotten these items by a means that was not so legal, let's say. There are some items I would, if we find the opportunity, I would like to return. Obviously, this locket, this locket, this chalice. The chalice belongs to the temple and should remain there if we find one. The rest we can play it loosely, I suppose. But I suppose we should now have a look at this this basement to see if anyone is in there, and perhaps that will illuminate what we should do with this amount of money. It's frankly too much.
DM, have we now cleared all chests and everything?
All chests are open, all gemstones collected. The only thing you've not looked at is just some of the general stuff that's on the floor.
General stuff that's on the floor outside, that was originally outside of the chests.
Yep, that is just on the floor.
Oh, okay, cool. All right, sorry.
Just going back to your previous point, Kirik. If we find people in the basement, surely we cannot return these items back to the thieves who stole them. Surely they're better placed with us, and we can trade them, give them to commoners in return for other items. You use them for your fancy spells. We can't give them back to the Thieves Guild. Unless...
Depends what their intentions are.
We need to buy their lives. Having met a buyer, I can tell you his intentions are worse than mine.
Yeah, he stole my sword when I went for a piss. I don't like him.
That sounds like a bad experience.
I am the nicest thief you will ever meet.
That's problematic.
Yeah. This is as good as it gets, my friend.
And that one you can take to the bank.
What's on the floor then?
Yeah, what's on the floor?
Okay,
I
so
will kind of have a look as well, if possible.
Yeah, so I'm not going to ask for any checks because you just sort of shift around. There's just a basic assortment of mundane objects. There's a lute on the floor, a simple short sword, a crossbow. Seeing that face. And there is also just another of one of these sort of dark robes that look like a thieves outfit, basically.
Does it look like this has been displayed? This is kind of placed here as a lookout, or were they just dropped? Like, are they scattered around, or are they
It looks
fairly
like
organized?
they were placed, so it's not like they've just been dropped. They were placed,
Okay.
So the loot was sort of against the wall with the outfit hung over it, the short sword and the crossbow sort of propped up against the wall as well.
Roger that. Cool.
Kirik, would you have any use for a crossbow, given if you're the type of guy who likes to stand back and pow with spells, would you prefer a ranged weapon?
Are there any bolts
I know how to use a crossbow. Well, do I? What type of crossbow is it?
It's just a simple hand crossbow.
Oh, just like a hand crossbow. Okay.
Yeah.
I believe I can use that. Let me double check.
Is that part of simple weapons?
That's what I'm checking. I do know how to use a crossbow.
It would be a light crossbow.
If none of you have a use for it, I find myself without a weapon, but I don't need it. But yes,
you know me, I'll take
it's-
I'll take everything, but I've already got my bow and arrow.
Yeah, perhaps it's best if I have something on my side in case I've run out of spells or something.
Yeah.
Surely, you could learn to magic them up as well. Do some on them. See if they can get any better. Dargon's way of saying magic.
Actually, there is a woman
Perhaps,
in
yes.
That coming
Moonbright
from the fucking
who
Celestial Warlock.
There's a woman in Moonbright who enchanted my arrows for me. She may be able to enchant some crossbow bolts for you.
Sounds like a plan.
And then I'm going to try and play the lute.
Blows Andy's head off.
Make me a performance check with disadvantage, please.
Ah.
Ooh.
9.
So you just sort of strum along the lute, and it is horribly out of tune. But even then, you start to try and pluck a melody, and you have no fucking idea how this thing works. You're used to a pan flute. You've only just sort of started to delve into the ways of the bard. You've not been to a particular bardic college or anything yet. You're shit out of luck with the lute. I mean, you can't take it, but
disgusted with how it sounds, I just lob it over my shoulder.
okay. Where are you lobbing it to?
Oh, cock. Well, I mean, it's just going to kind of just like lob it behind me, but I'm facing into the room. Where is it situated? Was it near any windows?
This is propped up against the wall.
For fuck's sake. I'll lob it at the wall.
You lob it at the wall.
The glass? Oh, fuck's sake.
He's refreshing, isn't he?
Yeah, so I picked it up from the wall, turned into the room to play it. When it sounded shit, I lobbed it behind me into the wall.
Okay, I need everybody to make me a dexterity saving throw, please.
Yeah! Why not?
Oh, fuck. 9.
Oh, cock and balls. I've got a +6 and I still rolled an 8.
Jesus.
An 8 total.
Yeah, 8. Yeah, altogether.
Unnatural 20.
Oh, it's the other way around this
Natural
time.
20. Okay, so Godred, Under, and Dargon all take 11 points of lightning damage.
Even the walls? Fucking hell.
So there are no
Well,
walls.
the
just
walls
glass.
are only so high,
Good thing that didn't hit
and you
me.
just went.
Bloody hell.
Woof. As you do this, the lute bounces off, hits another pane of glass, but normal glass, and this time that glass shatters and the lute falls out the window and smashes at the floor below.
Fuck.
You worry too much, Kyle.
I have a quick look. Did it hit anyone? Cropper goes passing by.
As you sort of nervously look down, there's just wood on the floor. Luckily, nobody's around the lighthouse. It looks like most people keep a clear distance from the lighthouse.
Makes sense. Well, we seem to be all done up here. Should we head back down?
There's only one chest left and we all know which one that one is.
Yeah. Well, we've got to get downstairs first.
We need a strategy, so there's a fucking great hole in the floor, isn't there?
Yeah.
So we could use my climbing equipment and try and make an anchor point and then the rope down so we could kind of abseil down to the floor below.
Well, why don't we just do that from here? Is the glass now smashed out enough to get one or all of us out?
Oh, so that whole pane of glass in between the two frosted pieces is gone.
Do
And
you
it's
want to
just
abseil
straight.
down
And
the outside of the building?
yeah.
This seems like a terrible idea, but I'm into it.
Alright, I'm down.
Dargon's fine with it. He's lived in the mountain. He can get down. This is fine.
To be fair, we don't know how precarious that floor is. Yeah, okay. You go first.
Okay, so what are we doing?
Right. So you said there was a fire pit in the middle of the room.
Mm-hmm.
So does that look sturdy enough to me to attach a rope round it to make an anchor point?
Make me a investigation check, please.
14.
Yeah, looks like it'd be good enough to use as an anchor point.
FYI, it's only a 25-foot.
Was it? I thought it was. Was it? Yeah. Was it a 30-foot drop?
25-foot piece of rope.
Oh, sorry, the rope.
My climber's kit. In my climber's kit, so I can anchor ourselves, but I can't go further than 25 feet without having to re-anchor, unless we tie my other rope to
I
it,
was about to say,
in which case we'd have 75 feet.
I was about to say I had some rope that was 50 feet long, so I was just going to use rope.
Oh, so you're going to tie your rope just to the room. So we could anchor it with my anchor point and then tie our ropes together, so then we've got at least a 75-foot, 125-foot rope.
Alright. Yeah, I'm happy with that.
Okay, so how much
Do we have
rope
to
have
roll
we
up?
got?
I've got 50
I've got a
foot.
50-foot rope. Diagram's got 50 foot, and then the 25-foot climbing gear, so that's 125 foot.
Okay, so you work out that if you used one of the 50 feet bits of rope, that would probably suffice. It only being about 32 feet from here to the floor.
Cool.
Oh, so you could just do 25 feet and then jump, fall the rest.
Bearing
It's
in
only
mind
7
you've got to
foot.
anchor
You're
it
like
round
7
the-
foot.
Yeah, you got to anchor it
yeah,
around, so
okay.
use that.
Yeah, we'll do that then. I'll tie Dargon's rope to my climber's kit to make 75 foot.
Do I
Okay.
know how to unhook his climber's kit?
So the climber's kit itself is actually for Ander.
Oh, okay. So the rope is in. So we're still tying a rope round and letting it down. The rest of us have just got to go with strength checks or something.
The rest of you got to climb down, but Ander himself has got extra equipment to sort of anchor himself on as he goes down.
All right. Okay. You. I was just thinking that one of us has got to stay up here to undo it and lay it down. So
Yeah. I will go last. I'll stay at the top so as to retrieve my gear at the end. So what I'm thinking is, if you all climb down, I'll then just unclip. Actually, can't you go last? Unclip it and just levitate down.
yeah. Oh, I can. You'll see the beautiful swan dive with the mountain
Oh.
born.
Could you just fly us all down? Levitate us all down?
No,
What is
it
this
only works on myself, and I'd have to hold on to you. So give it a whirl, but if I let go, you're having to land.
Okay, so would you mind going last, retrieving my
Yeah.
climbing
Right.
gear and then floating down gracefully as a feather?
As far as I understand, so I've got to untie a rope. You've got your climbing gear. So yes, I will do that.
Okay.
Okay, who's going first?
Not me.
I'll go first.
Sure,
As the
I'll head.
lightest one. Okay. As the I'm the lightest one, aren't I? So I'll test it. Don't ask me to roll, because I will just fall to my death the way I'm rolling.
I'm going to ask you to make me an athletics check, but because you've got the climber's gear, I'm going to say add a proficiency bonus on top of that.
All right.
Basically, just
I'll
making
take
skill
that.
checks up as I go at this point.
Yeah, that's how we do.
Should give you like +7.
Yeah, I'm happy with that.
So it might get you into double digits.
Okay.
16 with a +7.
16. So it's a little bit precarious on the initial bit as you sort of climb out over the glass and then lower yourself down, but you manage to get yourself all the way down and sort of land on the broken loop to sort of kick the pieces to the side. What are you doing? Home alone, light the rope.
What are you doing, Ander?
Did you not hear me? I said it's safe. Come on,
No.
go.
Okay.
Did that time. That's good.
I
Yeah.
head down then, I guess.
Okay, make me an athletics check, please.
Oh boy.
Oh fuck.
Natural 1.
Oh,
Ah, you.
Ander,
joking.
catch.
Okay. Kirik sort of slides over the side and then slips on the rope and drops. So that is
How far
D6 per 10 feet.
How
I
far
think.
away is
It is
he
indeed.
from me?
So you will take.
I was going to see if my spell hold person would work, but it's not the same. It paralyzes somebody.
Sorry.
I'm just
Matt.
paralysed, falling down.
Yeah.
How far away is he from me? Less than 60 feet?
Yes.
Is he near the top or near or
He's
half?
falling at this point in this sort of
where,
space of time.
Yeah, where? Like, was it? Did
So
he
if
just get
you're
over
doing
the top?
like an instant reaction,
Yes.
then he has just swung over the side and gone, oh shit, and fallen.
So one, could I grab him?
I will say.
Or would I know that my only reactionary thing would be to cast something?
You can try and grab him. It's up to you. What do you want to do?
Would I know that I could try and grab him, and if not, cast a spell? Otherwise,
You're gonna have the. You've got to make a choice. You either grab him or you cast a spell.
fuck it, cast a spell. I cast levitate on him.
So I'm assuming Kirik is willing at this point.
Very much so, yeah.
So you need to chalk that spell off.
I know.
And as you start to fall, Kirik, you then find yourself caught. Just floating.
Oh, that was close, Garrett.
Uh,
We're in a bit of a
Yeah.
predicament now.
am I just like levitating them, like just in the
Literally
middle
just
of the
floating
air?
right at the top of this lighthouse.
Right.
Okay. Just want to see if I freak
I'm
out.
I'm freaking out.
Is this something you can control? Can you place me down, or
I can place you down, and I could also just release the spell, and you'll drift down. Trouble is, I can't do it again, but I didn't want to see you go splat. So, do you think I could attempt to grab hold of you, and then we could have a quicker descent, but not plummet? What do you think? Either that, or I'm going to attempt to climb down the outside of this.
And then at this point, I'll shout, "What's going on?"
We're back
What
in a
about
minute. Bothrid, do you want to try and get down this rope, and we'll work out the logisticals?
Bothrid, you could perhaps
Bothrid
turn
sort
into a
of-
spider and climb down.
Ooh, that's quite a good idea. Bothrid, can you do that?
Himself.
Don't forget
has-
my stuff.
We'll be back with you in a second.
Bothrid has advantage on athletics checks.
Oh, nice.
Because he has a particular trait called Aspect of Beast.
Can you
So
turn into
he
a spider again,
chose-
Bothrid?
He's not going to. He stands up and goes, "No, dude." And he is literally gonna swing over the side and literally like Rainbow Sixes it down the side. Just hold on to the
Nice.
rope
Right, now we just got to get you and me down, Kirik.
Well, let's try this, I guess.
Let me just check something.
No. No, I don't think you should check. I
Pretty
think
cool.
you should just jump on him, see what happens.
Well, it's your choice, Kirik. What do you want to do? I can release the rope, and we can. I can see if I can climb down, without the rope, or
Oh no, I can't say that. My character won't.
or I can do a superhero landing. And you can heal me. How about
Um,
that? Bad for the knees, apparently.
true. Why don't you jump, hold on to me, and then we'll see if we can fall slightly slower.
All right then. Are you ready?
As I'll ever be.
Probably going to have to make about 7 different checks here. 1 to see whether I actually land on you.
Can you just pull me up with levitate?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So okay. Yes. So
Sorry.
levitate you up. Go on. You
Can I ask
absolutely right.
Boffin off camera what the fuck they're doing up there?
I want to see Boffin try to
Boffin looks
explain
and goes,
this.
Green man floaty. Almost fall. Dog on. Talk. Should just climb.
Right. So
Can I
so
shout up that can't you just give Kirik the rope and he pull himself down?
Same problem though.
But isn't that how levitate works? You can move if you're propelling yourself with something.
okay. Would I? Okay.
I think
Here we
the
go.
issue
Yeah.
is that Dargon has used his last spell slot
Yeah.
to
But
cast
right.
levitate.
Here's it. If I can get Kirik to the right height so that he can touch the floor, then he can crawl along the floor levitating, meaning he can undo the rope, then get back outside by pushing on the solid floor, to then release levitate, which means I can then use the rope to get down.
Run that by me again.
Right. So
What?
I can,
Yeah, I didn't get it.
Bothrid, Kirik, top of the lighthouse, currently floating. You want him to go into
next
the
to me.
lighthouse,
Yeah, so I can drag him in.
right?
He's levitating, but I can also change the
Yeah.
height. Yeah? I can change the height of
Yeah.
it once we're around, so I can actually lower him to the ground, not the ground, but the floor of the lighthouse that I'm standing on now. He can...
Yep, so the beacon floor.
Yeah. So once I'm down...
Undo the rope.
Kirik can undo the rope falls, you then basically just crawl along the floor, but like most of it's levitating, you get yourself back out, and then I
Like
drop my
Spider-Man.
skull.
Oh.
Either that, or I'm just gonna, jump, hang on to your foot, and we're gonna hope for the best.
Just do it.
Fuck it,
Just
do
do
it.
it.
So I undo the rope.
You undo the rope.
I undo the rope, it goes
So,
down.
Ander, at this point, you just see the rope go.
I'll start gathering it up. Or untying them and
Okay.
gathering it up. I daren't look about what's about to happen.
Okay.
And I grab on with each hand onto Kirik's legs, and I swing myself over, and we see
How
if we
much
stay
does
there for a
Kirik
start.
weigh?
Both of his hips dislocate.
Kirik. Kirik weighs a fair amount. He's quite tall. 220.
£220, I think.
220 pounds.
So exactly
Yeah.
£500 between us.
It's only 35
Really?
stone.
Yeah. Which is
Okay.
the spell's
It's only a 4
Limit.
Mondeo.
Limit.
fucking limit.
You've done it now. You've said you've done it.
To throw a spanner in the works, we're all carrying shit.
I know. I wasn't.
And that's the problem.
You've said
So-
you've done it. We've got to commit to the other sense.
As you grab hold of Kirik, the spell itself just struggles. Both of you drop.
I will. If I can take some of the damage. Both of his. He's going to fall on me, not rock.
Do you mean Bothrin?
Okay,
Can we
in which
see this
case
coming?
I will say you take 11 points. Sorry, no. 15 points of falling damage. Dargon.
Yeah.
Kirik, you also take 15 points of falling damage, because you've fallen from that height anyway. Dargon, you also take an extra 3 points of bludgeoning damage as the half-orc grave cleric lands on top of you.
How much was that, sorry? The last one?
So that would have been 18 points of damage in total for you. And 15 points to Kirik, who is now on 2 HP.
Oh yeah. Living dangerously.
And all Ander and Bothrid
Quite
see
damage
is just
for me.
this.
Yeah.
Do we take any earthquake damage? Or are all the
No, but the floor
now
does
extinct?
tremble slightly.
Yes.
Sorry, Kirik. I don't think that worked. Oh,
That's
oh,
alright.
my bad. Have an healing potion on me.
No, it's okay.
I'm not fine now.
And I will. Ooh, yeah. Do I have the? I don't because I didn't pack that one. Makes sense. I will cure wounds myself as I get up.
Noticing how bad Kirik is, I actually feel bad for laughing now.
So,
And I go over to see if he's okay.
As you look at Kirik, I think at this point both his legs are probably broken and just splintered in places.
doesn't look right.
His pelvis is in his chin.
I healed myself for max, so I'm now on 17 again.
Nice.
Jesus.
Do you want this potion of healing, Kirik?
No, I've got my own. I'm just concerned that we might need that later. I'll stay
I'm
on
concerned
the
you
work.
need it now. You look like you've been hit by a bus. Cart, horse and cart.
All these words in thieves' cant, I don't
What is a bus?
understand.
Yes, it's thief cans for big fucking cart. 2 stories. Bendy.
I
Go shoot Major
look
Cities.
over to I look over to Dargon. How does he look?
Oh, I'm looking alright.
Not great. Well, they say not great. He's got a number of cuts and bruises. He's still standing, and he manages to
You
get up.
see me a lot worse in our recent fights, to be fair.
That's true.
Yeah.
Cool. I kind of just
Being
get
of
up and
sturdier stuff.
Being of Mountain
Yeah.
Born, I've made that fall a couple of times.
yeah. I haven't.
Yeah. As I stand up, click, click.
Yeah. So, what's the plan now?
Well,
We've got one more chest to open.
oh, gold.
Yeah. And then we can
Plus,
perhaps go and have a drink.
do we
Yeah.
want to check out the basement to see if there is an escape route, or at least some secret tunnels under Seamead, which may be advantageous to us at a later date? Or do we just
if
want to
there's
get in the chest
someone there.
and run? Oh, okay.
I would be interested in checking out the basement if we find the opening. We didn't find any like trapdoors or latches or anything when we were there the first time, did we?
However, we know about it now,
Interesting.
so maybe we'll have another look to see if there's anything there.
Is the chest the door to the basement?
Yeah. Well, one step at a time.
Watch out.
Let's go and check this chest, shall we?
Remember the booby traps in the corridor.
I put a chair on one.
True.
Don't move the chair.
Okay,
If the
yeah.
chair's moved,
Bothrid, don't touch anything.
I will
Okay.
cast light on my shield again as we go back in, so that we
Yep.
can then see. Do we also have a
Okay,
hole
so
in,
again you see-
in the roof of this room?
So you see the familiar first room with the broken bookcase, the dead body, the busted open door. As you walk through, the chair that was on the booby trap is no longer there. Instead, it is splinters underneath a pile of rubble in the middle of the room, with just enough room to get around the outside. So you managed to squeeze around the outside. There is a hole in the ceiling with the sort of floor just sort of bent down.
How does the statue look?
The statue you can still see up there. I can't remember what we did last time.
I froze it.
That's
Last.
nice.
Yes, sorry, at this point...
Why did you
water
remind him?
dripping. Drip, drip,
Yeah.
drip, drip.
I fear we must hurry.
As I think in total this has probably taken you about half an hour, and the ice is now starting to seriously melt.
That doesn't look like it's going to last forever, boys.
No, we must hurry. Bothred, can you keep an eye on the statue, and if the let us know of any danger if the ice melts completely and the flame starts again.
Yes.
Thank you, Bothred.
So,
One of his feature traits is definitely not conversation. So, can I?
who's got the keys?
Well-
Andrew, if you said that you left them up there, I'm going to kill you.
I gave all the keys to Kirik. Hopefully, he still got them after the fall. But having fallen foul of this before, can I try and see if I can find the trap to disarm it before I attempt to unlock it?
Which trap?
Can I see
On the chest.
on?
I thought it was as you were trying to unlock it, it just hit you.
I'm hoping to find a mechanism if possible.
Yeah, okay.
Okay,
As I
so
see him,
I'm going to say...
as I see him approach the chest, I will touch his shoulder and cast Warding Bond on him, so that he gets resistance.
How does that
to
make me
all
feel?
damage. You feel there's like a chill sensation happening beforehand, and then just gets warm. You feel your skin slightly like thickening up.
As you pee yourself.
Almost. Is it almost sexual? Or
If you want it to be, it's up to you.
The hairs on the back of Anders' neck just stand up on end. So gentle chill goes down his spine.
Then you realise that Bottle's just going...
And let's take a pee break.
so I can toss one off.
Yeah, go for it.
Are we going?
Right, cool.
What's happening?
We are going.
So-
We're going. We're on.
Thinking on it, I'm not going to try and disarm the trap. Thinking about how shit I was at lockpicking. So what I'm thinking is I'm going to try to see if I can determine which key is the right key, and then I'm going to try and unlock the lock using Mage Hand from a distance. So can I determine which key is the right key by examining the lock without touching it and setting it off?
Okay. So, firstly, you examine the keys in your hand. Well, are they in your hand?
Kirik, can I please have the keys to examine which one is the right one? Assuming you still have them after your fall.
I check my pockets. Are they in there?
The keys are still in your pocket.
You're
not that much of a dick.
In your... I pick them up and I say, yes, of course, here they are.
So I've got them in my hands.
Cool. So you have 4 keys. One that is made from a strange material.
Yep.
One that is sort of crosshead.
Mm-hmm.
Another one that is the same material as the crosshead one, not the random material. This one sort of forms a curve, but that curve then has a line through it.
Okay.
And then you have a key which is a circle, but on the top of the circle is another sort of just piece of metal jagged down, so about halfway with this circle. Make me a perception check, please.
5.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
What?
It is not very
You're
difficult
cursed, man.
to see the locks.
Man, Matt's had enough of these rolls now. He's like, for fuck's sake.
No. It's basically that if you'd rolled a 1, I'd have probably killed you on the spot.
Yeah.
It's not difficult to see these locks from where you are, and with the light of Dargon's shield, you see that the leftmost lock is a circle. The rightmost lock is a cross, and then the middlemost lock is this sort of weird curve shape with a bar across it.
And that's the 3 same materials.
3 same material keys.
Yeah.
So, I'm getting at the same time, so doing them with my mage hand don't think would work. So I think all 3, each one of us will need to take a key, and at the same time we'll turn them to unlock the chest.
Okay.
Are you willing to take that chance?
Seems like the only way it's going to work. If you say so. You're the expert with locks, so...
Mm-hmm.
Sure, we can't just unlock one at a time with mage hand. It's not going to hurt you if you try.
We can, if that's what you want to try first.
I'm not the one with traps, but I'm just thinking about it.
But then which order do we unlock them in?
I've got nothing.
Alright.
Get the poison vial ready. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to do it by myself. One hand on each key in one lock, and then my mage hand on the third lock with a third key.
Okay.
So I'm going to take one for the team if it goes tits up.
I will put my hand on the back of Ander, ready to pull him back.
Okay.
Real quick.
So
Pray to your respective gods.
And I'm actually going to do it when he... Like, the second I hear a click, I'm just going to pull him back, no matter what. You up for that, Ander?
Whatever. I trust your judgment.
So I'm going to ask you to make me a dexterity perception check.
Ooh.
Basically trying to get something that would be timing.
Alright, so +6. D20 +6. Because my perception is +3, dexterity is +3.
Yeah, so +6.
Alright.
Roll fucking good. Come on. Here we go.
16. I mean, I think it's not too bad.
So Ander sits there and you see him all 3 locks click, and then you hear a chung, 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 as a series of mechanics seem to move within inside the chest, and then the chest opens up.
And I let out the biggest exhale ever.
Top man, Ander, top man. Well done, well done, well done.
It's good thinking.
I shine my shield light into said chest. Over
As
Ander's
you
head.
shine the light into the chest, there is a set of stairs.
Called it. Called it. Like a Mr. Tumnus is at the bottom of these. We found Narnia.
Well, I wasn't expecting that. Where's
I'm
the
not
gold?
gonna lie. I'm kind of disappointed it wasn't lots of gold, but
More
I think
than
we've-
we already have?
Yeah. Yeah, Kieran,
Come on.
who are you talking to here?
Yeah, that's true. Sorry, I apologise.
Mr.
You've got
Greedy.
expensive spell tastes, my friend. You're going to need all of these.
It's usually
That
saving
is
you,
also
Ander.
true.
So we need to ask ourselves a very hard question. Do we want to find out who's at the bottom of these stairs?
Do we want to go in our current state?
Do we hear, after activating it and it opening, do we hear anything down the stairs?
Make me a
That might have
perception
been-
check, please.
Because that might have alerted someone. Whee! A 22. I did a good check.
So, Ander, with your 22, you hear what sounds like the movement of air.
Okay. I don't appear. I don't hear anybody down there. Just air flowing through. So it might lead. I kind of want to go in.
Yeah. I'm kind of with you on that one.
Bothrid, could you possibly turn into some form of animal that could scout ahead?
What are we doing about the statue, though?
Oh yeah, what's happening with it? That's a good point.
Statue about to
Cheers,
flame
Bothrid.
on.
It literally just flamed on then.
And as it does, you hear this as the floor begins to creak. And Bothrid's, oh, not good.
I fire an Eldritch Blast at it, at the head.
Okay. So you run back out and fire an Eldritch Blast at the
Oh
head.
yeah, just somewhere I can see it though, I wouldn't be in the flames.
Yep.
Yeah.
So roll to hit, please.
15.
Will hit. Roll damage.
Hang on. Where is it? There it is. 7 damage.
As your
Was that
Eldritch
both
Blast.
blasts?
Sorry, who said
Was
what?
that both? Was
Okay.
that both blasts? Sorry.
You are a legend, Kirik. And a 2.
There you go.
It's okay, 7 and
So
2.
9 total.
Roll to hit with a second then.
Yeah.
It's true.
That's a very good point. 10.
10 does not hit.
Cool. 7 it is then.
So the first one hits with 7.
Yep.
As your Eldritch Blast strikes at the head, the whole statue shatters.
Oh, thank God for that. I say that. Are we now completely
The
covered in
fire.
flame?
And a bag ruptures somewhere, and there is this sort of flame, and then it all dies down.
Okay.
There is,
But has it?
however,
Yeah.
flames on the floor,
On the floor where we are at?
licking around that edge of the hole.
Place is on fire, guys.
Bothrid, are you able to
save
do
it.
what you did before?
Yes, Bothrid steps up, and luckily reaches up, and you see this ball of water form, and then he just splashes it out, and it almost like rains for a couple of seconds into the room, and Dargon, you get a bit wet.
Yeah.
Bothrid gets a bit wet, but the fire itself is now out.
See, boys, easy as that. Whoops.
Yeah. Well, notice it. As the spells took their toll on Bothrid, do I discern that he might not be able to turn into an animal now? Or
You yourself would not understand that, but you can ask him.
Yeah. Bothrid, would you be able to do your animal thing and maybe turn into a rat, scout down these stairs, or am I best to just turn invisible and scout it out myself? I don't know how much your spells take a toll on you.
Water, different. Animal, not hand magic. What animal you wish?
How about both of you go? How about that?
Surely that's a waste of one of our... A waste of energy. I was going to say spell slot, but obviously the character don't know it's a spell slot. Surely that...
Bothrid, can you do that?
Cloak.
Can you do that sort of any time?
Water.
Not
Animal.
water, animal.
Maybe one more time. I
Oh,
need
okay.
sleep.
Yeah. Wow. Sure.
I can only go invisible one more time before sunrise.
Which is in...
I'm pretty sure we
To the
woke... Right, we woke up...
No, not for a while.
Yeah, I was going to say, it's like midday or something, isn't it?
You woke up and went to the lighthouse. It's literally like midday.
Yeah. It's been about 3 weeks in the real world, but about 25 minutes in. Okay, so maybe...
Welcome to D&D.
We go in then.
I'm kind of, in my head, and just kind of thinking, even if he goes and scouts ahead, what really is he going to be able to tell us with his caveman talk? So,
Also worried that you're going to set off more traps and we ain't going to be there to help you. And you won't be able to respond either.
I will tell Bothrid not to worry, and I will scout ahead myself.
Do you want to take the stone?
Hang on. I've already got one.
Yeah, he's got.
That's what
I've got one in
yeah.
Dargon's
So
got one.
he's got one. I've got one. Yeah. Well,
Is it dark down there? Actually, I keep talking myself out of it because if it's dark, I can't fucking see anyway.
You can't see any source of light other than Dalgon's shield.
yeah,
When Bothrid is an animal, does he still have his dark vision?
we may be able to turn into something.
Depends
with
on the
dark
animal.
vision.
Can he turn into? Well, it's never turning into an owl. What's a nocturnal animal? A shrew?
Bat.
What you want me turn into? Big,
Hey, bot.
small.
Something, a small animal that would not be unfamiliar or unheard of in a dank tunnel, but can see in the dark. So if you're discovered, you won't look out of place.
Bothrid sits and thinks.
Hey, Ander, if he's going to go, what if I, on this occasion, give him my sending stone? Then if he does get in trouble, he can use it, and he can tell us that he's in trouble.
The point of him being an animal is to be inconspicuous.
Yeah,
If
but
he's-
if he gets caught, and the game's up, and he has to start fighting, and we haven't got a clue, I'm happy to keep it, but
All I'm thinking is, what animal will he turn into that will be able to carry it?
well, he
That's
doesn't,
not big
he
enough
doesn't
like a
leave all
dog.
of his stuff behind, so I'm guessing that the magic kind of takes it with him, and then it pops back into existence when he does. Otherwise, he's going to look pretty weird as a bat with a backpack and a javelin.
I'm sorry. Did you mean a bat pack?
Ooh.
Oh, disadvantage on
We all
every
take
roll.
9 points of psychic damage.
Bothrid then sort of stands up. Shush, 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 shush. Me have idea.
Yeah, you're the brains of it.
Focuses and then and a tiger stands before you.
Holy moly.
I don't think you thought this through, Buffred.
That is not what we wanted.
Bloody hell.
I'm willing to let's see how it pans out.
There's a little, as you sort of laugh and then make a joke, there's a growl. As if to say, let me do this.
Alright.
I'll step aside.
Bothrid pads very carefully, and as he pads down the stairs, you hear no sound of him moving.
Bloody hell, he's good at that.
Ooh.
That's all you hear just as he disappears down.
I did not expect that.
Suddenly something. How long are we waiting?
An undetermined amount of time.
The tiger form of Bothrid comes back up, turns, looks down into the hole, and just lets out a slight growl.
Is that him letting us know it's safe? Do you think?
Make me an animal handling check, please. Or a
really good
nature
at
check,
that.
I'll ask.
Could I perceive that as well?
Mm-hmm.
8.
18.
Yep.
Kirik? Oh, you were just
Oh, you want me to
assisting,
roll
sorry,
as well?
weren't you?
I was assisting.
No, it's fine. You were just assisting. That's not a problem. That's not a problem. Don't worry about it.
I did
So
roll
with an
twice.
18, yeah, with an 18, you can see that the tiger form of Bothrid is ready to pounce. He has clearly detected something down there.
Oh dear.
I think our stripy chum needs some assistance. He looks like he's in attack mode.
Okay. Do you want to...
So with that, I will jump down there with both my swords drawn.
So not stealthing then?
No, I will
Drawn
land silently
yet?
because I've got elven boots. I'll land silently because I've got elven boots.
Oh, okay.
Will you land silently?
If I roll good enough, probably, hopefully.
So I'm going to say, make me an acrobatics check.
I rolled a 1.
Oh,
I've got +9 on the fucker and all. For fuck's sake.
So Ander lands and you just hear this, oh shit, twang. And with that, Bothrid just jumps straight in, and you hear just this. Roll initiative.
Hey!
okay.
I do not have
fucking
enough spell
land-
slots for whatever this is.
No.
I landed on the head. I'm concussed.
Wow.
I was thinking +9, I've
Doggone.
got this in the bag.
Oh, fucking brilliant. 7.
7. Ander.
15.
Oh my
15.
god.
You'll go first.
That's never good. Bothrid got an unnatural 20.
Oh, okay, I'm not first then. 6.
Kirik. 16.
Oh man.
Cool. So, as you land, Ander, before you see something that looks, to be honest, almost reminiscent of a Dementor from Harry Potter. Just this sort of cloak
Yep.
type thing, floating, wreathed in shadow, but now visible as it lashes out to sort of move to attack. Bothrid immediately darts down and is going to jump at the nearest creature, and when I bring back up the stats, is going to make a claw attack. That's a jag. So that will be 21 to hit, which will definitely hit. So that's then... Oh, come on, that's what you shit out. That is 1d10 plus 3.
I turn to Kirik and go, well, you first.
10 points of damage on the first one. It also then needs to make a strength saving throw.
You first, or shall I?
I'll go.
Seems a bit odd, but alright.
15. Okay, so Bothrid in tiger form basically darts down at this first creature and swipes at it and just cuts into the sort of ethereal form that only Ander currently sees, and that is Bothrid's go. So we are then over to Kirik.
Kirik's gonna have a look at Dargon, and seeing his is in action, I'm going to jump in.
Okay. So you sort of jump in and make your way down the steps. It probably takes you around sort of 15 feet to get it down the stairs. What you see before you in the very, very dim light, I think you've got dark vision anyway.
Sure.
Yeah, so you can see basically this. It's a wide corridor. It's probably a good 2, 3, 4. It's probably a good 200 foot wide, 200 feet.
Not long or
Yeah.
wide?
200 feet wide
Wow.
and probably 300 feet long.
Jesus. Cool. Do I see these creatures? Or creature?
Ignore me. It's 100 feet long, but around 80, 90 foot wide. That's me and my very
Right.
shitty maths. Makes a bit more sense.
You get disadvantage on your
You
next
see there are these 6 pillars, I'm ignoring that comment, that prop up the ceiling, and this is made of very strange greenish stone. You see right next to the tiger, which is about sort of 10 feet in front of you, is this strange shadow type creature in this weird black, almost, its form is this cloak. And then about 30 feet off beyond that is a second creature like this.
Do I know what?
Make me either. I suppose they're both the same for you, aren't they? A history or an arcana check.
Yeah. 5.
5. You have no idea what these are.
Brilliant. Seeing this, I'm going to look at them and whichever one is closest to us or through it, I will cast Sacred Flame on it.
So the one that is closest is the one that's next to the tiger form of Bothrid at this point in time.
Cool. That is a Dexterity 16 saving throw, please.
That will be a 14.
Cool. It's going to take 16 points of radiant damage.
Okay.
Nice.
As this radiant damage descends onto it, the creature howls this sort of almost it's this ear-piercing screech as the flames envelop it and seem to do more damage than you would have originally thought.
I will quickly shout, if you have light, hit them with it. That's my turn.
Cool. And we are then over to Mr. Hornraven, who is, I'm going to say, currently prone due to his total failure.
So I'm going to jump up like I meant to do it. Hearing what Kirik just said, I'm going to interpret it the only way I know how. I'll take out my sword, shout Nair, and it'll burst into flame. So I've currently got my Dragon Slayer rapier and my Flame Tongue rapier ready to go. The one that Kirik and Bothrid has just attacked, do I have a sneak attack opportunity on that bad boy?
Well, both Bothrid and Kirik are effectively engaged with this creature, so yes, I will let you have that.
Dear. Okay, so I'm going to go in with my Flame Tongue rapier first, because I've got 2-weapon fighting, which I haven't been able to use for a while. So, Flame rapier with a 10 to hit.
Will not hit. And as you sort of go to strike it, you just see the creature draw away from the fire. Next one.
So I immediately retort with my Dragon Slayer rapier with a 21 to hit.
And this time you do manage to almost slice directly across the creature. Roll damage.
I don't get to add into this one. So it's just 5 piercing damage, but then luckily I've got me 4d6 sneak attack now.
4d6
which is
sneak. Nice.
Yeah, boy. 12.
Bro, man.
No, it's a bit shit,
Well
but
damage.
12 additional damage.
Still, you managed to.
Can we put the stats on the screen, Dave? I can't see who needs healing or anything. If anybody might need healing. Everyone's alright, aren't they?
Yeah, hang on a minute. There should be up. Let me see if we've got. There you go.
There we go. So, are you actually on 17, Kirik, still?
Yep.
I will, as a bonus action, because he never heals himself, cast Healing Word at 2nd level on Kirik for all of 7 points of healing.
Better than nothing.
And I should have used my bonus action to disengage, really, but I didn't because I'm being a nice guy. And that's me.
Cool. Doggone.
Did I hear Kirik's call? about using light.
Yep.
Cool. So I change what I was going to do, and I've still got light on my shield, and I pull out my scimitar, which is flaming light, and I shall run down the stairs as far as I can. Can I get to the creature?
Yes.
Cool. So, as I heard him say that, and it doesn't necessarily do that type of damage, I'm actually going to just, sort of, before I get to it, but I'm still going to move up to its melee range afterwards, I will fire Guiding Bolt at it.
Okay. Roll to hit, please.
First level. Sorry.
At first level.
Shit. Natural 1.
Ah, mate, we are rolling like tossers.
Oh no.
Use the
And
spell
as you
slot,
sort of fire, as you fire this off, again, the creature in its sort of shadow form just sort of bends around it.
Cock it. But yeah, I want to be in melee range by the end of my turn.
Yep, you're in melee range.
Right, fuck it. Hang on. I use Action Surge.
Okay.
I can now do another action, and pissed off with spells now, I attack it twice with my scimitar.
Nice.
Cool. A roll to hit with your scimitar, please.
26 and
26 on the first one.
22 the second one.
Both of those hit.
Both of those hits, lovely. So we
Very nice.
do that and that. So that's 20 points of damage.
20 points of damage. And as you sort of twice into this sort of strange shadow creature, it lets out, and its form shrinks slightly. And you sort of get from that this creature can be considered bloodied.
Nice.
It, however, is up next. Unless there's anything else you wish to do on your turn. I don't think there is. You've moved, you've used bonus action.
Yeah, I just wish I'd done a cantrip
You
first
attacked.
on that second action. That would have been a fucking good idea. You twat. Right, yeah,
So-
no, can't do anything.
With all of you in this vicinity now,
Oh,
It-
balls.
it's going... Say again.
Balls. We're all surrounding it. Whatever it's about to do.
It is going to bite towards Bothrid the tiger. Yeah, that's going to hit, because that's 15 and there's a +7 on that. I need... I keep forgetting this is here now. That will be 30 points of damage to Bothrid the tiger. So Bothrid himself doesn't take the damage, as in Bothrid, but the tiger does. There's this huge, great chunk just taken out of the tiger, and you just see Bothrid. And then it is going to claw once towards Kirik.
Is Kirik next to me within 5 feet?
Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Rolled a natural 1.
Go!
Whee! Join the club of shit rolls.
So as it goes to claw...
Ooh!
Kirik, you've got a shield, haven't
There
you?
I do.
Yeah,
Yes.
you've got a shield. I'm going to say at this point, you just lift your shield up and it meets the claw. It's
I'm
then
going
also
to
going
use my reaction
Oh!
Yes.
He's excited about something.
to activate my shield. Yeah, so it's going to
building
take.
suspense.
It's going to take 2d10 necrotic first of all, which is 8 And I needed to make a wisdom saving throw 15, please.
Oh.
Rolled a 2. Even with its wisdom modifier, I'm not going to make it.
It is now considered frightened of me.
Alright.
Which means every attack it makes now whilst I'm in sight is at disadvantage.
The eyes of the raven on your shield glow, and this sort of reddish light envelops the creature. And then, almost from somewhere else in the room, you just hear this, which then disappears into the wind. The creature doesn't seem that frightened.
Balls!
Still took damage.
Nice.
It is then going to use its final attack to claw at Ander for a 22 to hit.
And is Ander next to me?
They're all sort of within 5
Protection.
of you. Disadvantage on the roll. That will then be a 18 to hit.
Still hits.
Ah, bold.
Still hits.
Good move down.
So you take 16 points of slashing damage, and I need you to make a wisdom saving throw, please.
That's reduced.
That
Oh,
is
I've got
reduced.
the warding thing on.
So that will be
And
8
can I-
points of damage.
And can it uncanny dodge it as well?
Yes.
So 4.
4 points of damage.
Matt's
Here's a
livid.
question, Matt.
Yeah.
Because of warding bond, how much do I take? 8 or 4?
Oh, you take it too?
8, because the uncanny dodge is for Ander.
Oh, shite.
Cool. So
Maybe you,
yeah,
maybe you want
he's
to
not
drop
on
that.
9 because I gave him 7 when he was on 17, so he'd be on.
I'm on 16 now.
Oh, you're on 16, sorry.
Yeah.
And then a wisdom saving throw. Did you say?
Yeah, please.
I'm really shit at wisdom, as you can tell. My character. I've been rolling it all fucking night. An 8.
An 8. You are now frightened of this creature until the end of its next turn. Until the end of your next turn, sorry. Creature number 2 is then...
Oh, yeah,
in
there's
fact,
two
no,
of them.
sorry, back to creature number 1. It is then going to step into a shadow next to it.
Great.
And disappears and appears next to the other shadow, which is probably around 30 feet away from you. Okay.
Yep.
So yeah, so you've now effectively got 2 creatures about 30 feet away from you. And the second creature, fucking undo and get me back to that one, don't matter. Right, is then going to, you see its sort of cloaked arms just reach up, and I need everybody to make me a dexterity saving throw, please.
Oh, shit. 4.
8.
Ten.
10, let's do what Bothrid got then.
All the party
But
failed.
I've got evasion. So only
Yeah.
half damage if I fail.
Everybody failed,
Yeah.
Party fail.
which means everybody must now take 10 points of necrotic damage. Andy, you will take 5. In fact, does Warding Bond stay up?
It's not concentration.
Is that for the full hour? Is that only on the first one?
It's full hour.
for
Let
the
me
full
double
hour.
check.
Okay.
Oh, he also has a +1 to AC and saving throws. Sorry, I forgot to say that.
Well, that would
No,
have
that
been
would have
handy.
helped on that one.
Cool.
When he,
But you still have
when
it. Yep. No, it stays on until one of us drops to 0 hit points, or if we become separated for more than 60 feet.
Okay, so everybody needs to take 10 points of necrotic damage, and for you that will be 5. Dargon, for you that will also be 5, because you have the armour of necrotic resistance.
I love it.
So I take.
So if it's halved for the ward of protection, but then halved with my evasion, is it actually only 3?
Yes.
So I take
There's a lot
13.
of maths out.
Evasion. You will take
Evasion
13,
is
yeah.
a dex saving throw. If I succeed, I take no damage. If I fail, I only take half anyway.
What are you on, Kirik?
Right, okay.
A lot of maths happening today.
3.
isn't there?
Jesus. Yeah.
I'm on 25.
You're on 25. Sorry, I was doing my best. Trying to get them right. And so
And we need to
Bothrid.
do- so Bothrid's tiger form is
Yeah.
just enveloped in this sort of blackness and then disappears, and
He's
Bothrid is
taken
then
any.
back with... Bear with me. So he had 7 HP left, which means he's on 40 hit points.
Cool. Kirik, you might want to get out of here.
And then it is Bothrid's
like it.
turn. Bothrid is
What do we do with the healer
really
again?
pissed. Bothrid at this point reaches to his side, pulls out the mace, grins at Kirik, and then is going to run up to the creature that's already been damaged, and he's going to swing. Hits once. Hits twice. Hits twice. For
Come on, Bothrid.
10. Yeah, for 10 damage. Not amazing, but still manages to cut into it. Creature's not looking good. Kirik.
I will try to create some distance between myself and the group, not too much, just so we're not all clamped together. How far are the creatures away from us?
About 30 feet. But both of them are stood within 5 feet of each other.
Cool. Yeah, that works. I will, as an action, focus once again on the holy symbol. I'm going to cast Sacred Flame on the one that looks the worst.
Yep.
Dexterity, save 16, please.
Fail.
Good. 12 points of radiant this time.
As you sort of hold onto your holy symbol, and even in the dim light, the rest of you can see this sort of black fire that envelops the creature, and as it envelops the creature, the shadow just burns away, and this creature is gone. Again, that damage dealing, or that attack dealing more damage than you thought it might have. We got down to one creature.
Cool.
Anything else?
And then I will kind of smirk, and I will say one more, and I'll cast Healing Word on myself.
Okay.
Nice. Maximum, so 9 points of healing. First level. Cool. I'm on 12.
Cool.
That'll be my turn.
Ander.
I'll say I'll move, I move to about 50 feet away from them.
Okay, so you step back a little bit up the stairs, I'm going to say.
Yeah.
Realizing I can't really do much damage to the creature with the weapons that I have, am I going to do that? Yeah, I'm going... Go on. Would I know that?
You also missed with one.
Yeah, that's true. It's not engaged with another creature at the minute, is it? So I can't sneak attack it anyway. I want to do one of two things. I either want to cast Blur on myself, or Witch Bolt it. But then I have second level.
Right. So where do we get to?
Oh, fuck
I was
no.
thinking about casting Blur, but then I'm not going to deal any damage if I do that, and that'll be my turn. So I'm going to cast Witch Bolt at second level instead.
Okay. You have the
Hopefully.
range.
It's 30 feet, yeah. 18 to hit.
18 will hit.
Nice.
What level are you casting this
Nice.
Second. So it's 2d12.
at? It is indeed.
Oh, what? Don't get excited. Wank rolls. 8 lightning damage.
What colour did your Witch Bolt take?
Blue energy.
There's this blue crackling energy just sort of reaches out from Anders' palm as he reaches out.
It's
Connects
obviously it's concentration
now.
for up to 1 minute.
Yep, for about 10 rounds.
Nice.
And then,
Okay.
as a bonus action, I will cast Healing Word again, but this time at first level on Kirik. So it's only going to be 6 points of healing, but it's better than now.
Cool. So I should put Kirik up to 18.
18.
Beauty.
Dargon.
They are both creatures about 30 feet away, or is this only one?
One's dead,
Beautiful.
and it is about 30 feet away.
The other one is now 30 feet away.
Yeah.
Cool. I'm going to Sacred Flame it.
Yeah, boy.
Nice.
So that is a Dex 12.
Fails with a 9.
Beauty. So it takes 2d8. Uh, 14 points of radiant damage.
And again, as this golden flame this time erupts around the creature, that does a lot more damage than you thought it would.
Good. Meaning the fact that I did cast a cantrip that time, I can use a I can do one weapon attack with a bonus as a bonus action.
Mm-hmm.
So I shall now run up to said creature,
Yep.
and I shall attack once. Is it one extra action or one weapon
It's
attack?
just one attack.
One attack. That's fine. Yeah. Lovely. So scimitar to the face, if you don't mind, with a 27 to hit.
Yeah, that'll do the job.
Love a plus 10. That is 10 points of damage.
Type of
Nice.
damage, that's just slashing damage, isn't it?
Slashing, yeah, this is just a magical weapon, but nothing else.
Okay, and as you slash across, you just say,
Come at me, bro.
cool. And it is going to do so. It is
Whee!
immediately going to try and bite you.
Okie dokie.
And that will be for all of 10.
Yeah, I'll take it.
Not 10 damage.
10 to hit.
That was 10 to hit.
I'll still take it. Yeah, no.
So you two lift up your shield and just it claws across the shield. Have you still got light on your shield? How long does that last for?
An hour.
An hour, and is that a concentration spell?
No, it's just an. It says, what's it called? A thingy.
It's just an instantaneous spell.
It's a creation. Yes, creation.
Cool. So this light is now shining into the creature's eyes. It's not particularly happy about that.
And it's got a
wincing away
flaming
from
sword
it.
doing something very similar.
It is then going to try and claw at you twice. So I'm going to roll twice. That's not what I meant to do. So one is a natural 20.
Cock it.
Sentinel of
So
Death
that's
Store.
definitely going to hit.
Are you close enough?
I am within 60 feet.
You beauty. And the other
Okay,
one?
Sorry,
so
Matt.
that's just a normal hit, and the other one is a 19.
Lies. It's 30 feet. I can't do anything about that.
30
no,
feet.
You are too
Here
far
you're
away.
back. Cool. So both of those should hit. One's a 19, one's a natural 20. Or one's,
Oh.
natural 20 plus the extra.
Okay.
So both of those hit, yeah?
They do.
Okay, so that will be...
Boy, oh boy.
You are fucked.
Boy, oh
Right.
boy.
Well, I'm going to just try and sort out the fact that... There we go, that's better. I... will use my reaction when I take the damage. Reduce it
That's
by...
32 points of slashing damage
from all of that.
from all of that.
I will reduce it by 1d12 plus 3.
Nice.
Did you double it as well because of the 20?
Yeah.
So that's reduce it by 7. So what did you say I took?
So it was 32 originally, so that will be 25
25.
points of slashing damage.
So I'll go 12,
And then I
I'll take
need you
12.
to make me 2 wisdom saving throws, please.
Okay, just bear with me. So that was a
okay.
reaction.
Oh,
Just trying to
yes.
see whether I...
Hang on, you used protection already, didn't you?
Oh, that was the previous round.
Previous.
Previous
That was
round.
previous turn, yeah, that's cool.
yeah. But... is it as a reaction? Hang on a minute.
we fucked up on my go. I'm frightened. I should have had disadvantage on my
Immediately
attack.
after... Oh, fuck. Cock
bad.
and balls.
What?
It's alright. Nah, I said I've already used my reaction. Ball sack.
So you can't do anything else?
No! An idiot. Yeah, right. Sorry.
Okay,
What saves am I trying to do?
Wisdom.
2 wisdom saving throws, please.
15 and 16.
So the first one, as the claw comes across and slashes you, you can feel the fear rise, but you manage to sort of overcome it. But then as the second one comes across and slashes you, just the fear rises and you realise how much damage this shadow creature is doing. You are now frightened of this creature until the end of your next turn.
Okay.
And then we are over to Bothrid, who is now going to step over and with the Mace of Smiting swing twice with an unnatural 20 and an 8, so hits once and does 7 damage. I think the bonus on that is only when you
If you're frightened
roll
by
a natural 20.
If you're frightened by a creature, can you not attack that, or do you just have disadvantage against
It's
it?
at disadvantage.
Fine. Yep, cool.
You can't move towards it.
You can't move towards it. I
When
just
you roll a 20 on an attack roll with this weapon, now is that a natural 20 or an unnatural 20?
What does it say afterwards?
A natural 20 is when you roll the 20 on the dice.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so yeah, it takes 7 points of damage. Buffett just cuts into it with 1.
Hey, we're in
Let's have a
combat,
quick
boys.
look. Bum, bum, bum. And at this point, Bothrid is also going to rage.
Beauty.
Beautiful.
Kirik.
Well, I'll definitely move closer, like 20 feet, within 20 feet of these guys.
Yep.
That was a bad mistake. And I will... Seems to be working, so I will cast the Sacred Flame on it. On the creature. Dex 16, please.
Yeah, your dex is way better than mine.
5 on my spellcast, plus 5 on my spellcasting.
That will be a 9.
Okay,
Going
so in
down.
that case... Ooh, that's not pretty. 19 points of Radiant.
That's fucking dead. It's got to be dead.
You see again this black flame-like energy just roar around this creature and swirl. The shadow, like bits of the shadow almost burn off. It is still there, but barely.
Damn.
Anything else you doing, Kieran?
Don't believe I can do. Yeah, no, I'm gonna just look behind me to the shadow, like the shadow area behind me, because I saw it teleport before. So I just want to see if there's something else over there.
Maybe a perception check, please.
Good shot. Garrick's looking fucking nasty now.
Oh, come on, that's a 9.
Yeah, you can't see anything.
Yeah, cool. I'll turn back to the shadow creature.
So,
Cool.
as I didn't take disadvantage on me frightened thing last time, should we say that because I
No,
was
hang
frightened?
on, because you were frightened of the other creature.
So that's gone, isn't it?
Oh, okay.
It was the
Okay.
So this is creature number 2, isn't it?
Alright, yeah. In that case then, if my concentration is not broken, it's just automatically 1d12 damage.
You've not been hit, have you?
New. It's still within my line of sight, it's not moved out of range. And
Yeah, I don't think it hit you.
so that
Yeah,
is
it only hit Dargon, didn't it? So yeah.
8 lightning damage.
As your beam just crackles, and you see like a pulse shoot into the creature again. Anything else you wish to do on your turn?
No.
Okay.
Not much more I can
Dargon.
do.
I shall... I can keep doing that war magic. Well, no, is it war magic? No, which one is it? Yes, war magic. I can keep doing that.
Yeah,
can't I?
war magic. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll do it again. So,
So everything is disadvantage.
Sacred Flame then for sure, because that's not an attack roll.
I need to figure out how that works.
I don't think it has
It's a dex
advantage.
save,
does
Advantage
it?
for the creature.
I
Dex
thought so.
saving
Don't
throw.
think so.
No, it's cool. All right.
Ooh, that's cool.
So would you just get advantage on the saving throw if he doesn't get disadvantage on the...
That's what I thought. But
That's how it works. I'll double check.
It's an interesting one, actually, isn't it? Yeah. I don't know, I'm still attacking, but also
Oh, you will
the
attack
target
in a minute though, won't you?
the target gains no benefit from cover, so which I know is not a frightened or anything, but you know, it's like if I'm scared to crap at this thing and I just point my hand and go then it will still take it.
Yeah, 'cause it says ability checks and attack rolls. If you don't do an attack roll,
It's not an
It's not
attack
attack
roll,
roll.
yeah.
No, because literally I just let the spell off and it does the rest.
okay,
It's a good one.
you have found a
I'll let
loophole.
that go. So that was a 15.
So I believe Sacred Flame takes no damage if it says succeed, isn't it? Yeah, fine.
Correct.
So it takes no damage. However, I still cast it, so I can still attack. Is that right? So I can do one attack at disadvantage.
Yeah.
Coolios. So that is a rolled a 16 and a 19 plus 10.
I think it's alright.
Bloody hell.
That was lucky. So that is a 13 points of damage. Slashing.
Ooh. Your blade just cuts in this time and just almost
was
takes
a
part
full
of the
damage.
shadow with it.
Are you the fighting style where 19 counts as a 20?
No, that's barbarian, I believe.
Oh.
Unless I'm
Only a
very
certain
mistaken.
level of barbarian as well.
Sorry?
Only a certain level of
Yeah, so
barbarian.
a certain
as well.
level, or is it a certain class or something? But yeah, no, I can't.
Both. Okay, the creature's still up
Cock it.
Oh my god.
and
So
is
you-
now going to
So
turn
remember my
and
reaction.
is going to bite at Dargon. For a natural... No, ignore me. That will be unnatural 20.
Yeah, it hits.
So that will be 26 points of piercing damage.
You beauty.
Is then going to claw once at Ander. That's a natural one. And then claw at Bothrid. And that's a 19. So that will be... £13 points of piercing damage to Bothrid.
Boy, oh boy.
So he's now
A reaction.
27.
Sorry, a reaction I use. That is as I get attacked. Is that right?
It depends on the reaction. You can
Oh,
do
it
things
is?
when somebody
Okay.
else gets attacked, but you only get one reaction per round.
I know, but I have now. We've now passed that, haven't we? I've taken my
Mhm.
turn, so I can use another reaction. Yeah. Cool. So, Deadly Rebuke. Immediately after a creature hits you with a melee attack. Was it a melee attack? Yes, it was, because it was slashing.
Yes, it was.
I can use my reaction to deal 3d6 necrotic damage.
Okay.
Christ.
So just before it attacks Bothrid. That will be 14 points of necrotic damage.
Okay. As the creature bites into you, and you then feel this energy burst forth, and this creature is just sort of hit by this green black energy, and the shadow is gone. And we're out of combat. How many points of damage did I just hit Bothrid for? 10, 13. Did I? So I need to heal him for 13.
Yeah. I believe you're on
'Cause he
40.
didn't take that
Because
damage.
that's what's.
Yeah, that's
That's
what I
on
did. I didn't
what-
change it on here, so
So he's
you
on
would have been
40, yeah.
yeah.
Cool. And we're out of combat.
Oh, I'm finally reading my sheet right.
Bothrid spits on the floor in distaste.
Yeah. I concur with that. Fucking hell, that hurt. Oh. I quickly look around, see if there's anything else. With my shield, like, full, like, 360 sort of thing.
What's the range on that light? It's 40 feet, isn't it?
40 feet.
Yeah, 20 and 20. Dim light and 20 for the last bit.
You can see the majority of the room. You can see the back wall, where the sort of stairs come down a certain part, but then it's just a flat back wall.
Yeah.
You can't see the other end.
Alright. But I can't see any. There's nothing else. No other shadow creatures or anything like that.
Just the 6 pillars, sort of 3 either side.
Are there any remains of these creatures? Or did they literally just evaporated or something?
There is As you now search on the floor, there are these strange, sort of just small dark rags that are on the floor where the two creatures died.
Sure. I'm going to use Eyes of the Grave to see if lights up any undead within 60 feet.
You see nothing.
Cool. In that case, I'm going to turn to the others. I'm going to say, how is everyone feeling after that?
Oh, I'm feeling pretty rough. I thought I was going down there for a minute.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a close call.
Yeah. I like get down onto one knee, sort of breathing heavy. Yeah.
Perhaps.
I now wouldn't
Perhaps
want
it's
to
in
go
our
much
best
further.
interest. Yeah. Perhaps it's in our best interest to stop for a while, get some food, get a breather.
Yeah.
Should we retreat to the Cherry Blossom Inn? I don't feel like exploring the rest of this tunnel right now.
I'm glad you sent that, Andrew. I thought I was going to have to persuade you against going any further. Yeah.
I have good judgment sometimes,
I'll remember that.
especially when I've just had my arse handed to me.
Yeah. Hey, you can talk. Oh God. Yeah. All right. Yeah. I would like to get out of here.
What are we doing about this chest in that case?
Can we close it? If we keep the keys. Can we try and I don't know, bar up the door? No one's getting back in it again. Something.
Just to double check, because I put my sword out. If with dark vision, can you see the end of the tunnel?
Dark
Very
vision
good
will go
point.
for a certain distance, won't it?
60 feet.
60 feet.
Yeah.
If not, I can light my sword and we can get 80 feet worth of light.
You've currently got. How much do I get from the sword, by the way?
That's what
Same
we
as
just
the
said,
torch.
it's 40
I believe the sword
Ah,
is
sorry,
40,
no,
and,
so you're right,
40
sorry.
and 20.
40 and 20.
So for
I
those
get-
that have
Yeah, okay.
dark vision, the light of the shield and the scimitar do not show you anything. For those of you with dark vision, you would see down to the end of the hallway the other way, and there is a solid stone wall, and then sort of your vision begins to blur as it sort of stretches beyond the depth or the range of your vision. But in the center there is what looks like a solid polished stone area. Looks like it resembles a door, basically. In the center of which you can just about make out is a circle.
Fucking doors, man. Kira, I'm going to say, I think perhaps we could at least have a look at the end of this corridor. So I can see that at the end there's just a wall and what appears to be some sort of door. Perhaps we could have a look.
Yeah, right, but do not touch it. I'm looking at you, Ander.
How dare you?
Yeah, to be fair, the last door that we touched, it nearly killed me, so I am promising you I ain't gonna touch it. But I can promise you, I know nothing. I shall walk forward with lit shield in hand.
Yeah. March forward.
So I presume that we now get to see said door.
Yes.
Any
And it
markings?
is-
Any markings in that circle or anything?
It's very well polished stone. To the point where it has a shine. It's almost marble in effect. In the center of this circle is a single keyhole.
Does the stone
the
look...
keyhole match the weird black material with the blue and purple veins?
It does.
Oh my god.
Oh, we could end on a cliffhanger if
Oh shit.
I just put
No,
the
don't
key
do
into
this
the
to me.
lock.
No, we need
No.
these. That would breed it.
Well, my character would want to do that, so it's up to you what you do. So I'm gonna pull my key out, which is the weird material key with the blue and black veins, and I'm going to put it in the keyhole.
I said we don't touch anything.
As Ander then puts the key in the door.
Fuck's sake.
Do you turn?
Does Dagon say that in time?
The key is in the door at this point, as you hear him say it.
And
And as he says it, I turn my head, but I sort of turn the key as I turn my head to see what he was saying.
As you turn the key, there is a blue and purple veins just out into the door. And then writing appears in thieves' cant around the circle.
Oh, something I can understand.
And it says, "You heard me before, yet you hear me again. Then I die till you call me again."
You heard me before, yet you hear me again.
Then I die till you call me again. And that's where we're going to leave it tonight.
oh
Christ.
He's not going to write this.
Thank you very, very much, everyone, for watching another puzzle episode. I think we're just about getting to the end of this. We are going to have a bit of a break next week from our usual programming schedule. I'm going to have something a little bit special for you. However, the week after that, we will be back to normal scheduling, shall we say. Once again, a massive thank you to BattleBards, to Ben Sound, and to Tabletop Audio. Huge great shout out to Shutterstock for the awesome background, Incarnate for the awesome mapping tools, D&D Beyond for the absolute massive help that tool gives us in all things game management and just general D&D. Massive thank you to my players, massive thank you to you. With that, good night and see you next week.